counting, but I mean, if you do, you're just going to be worrying about whether or not they're actually done. But the surefire way is if you just make sure the bubbles are not coming up anymore. If the bubbles stop, you know you're good.
Are we still talking about pasta?
I mean, it's my TED Talk, so thank you for coming and listening.
And that's how I killed a man. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The cops are outside for me.
I'm sorry.
Hey, hey, hey. Hacking the FBI is fun and easy. That's an actual TED Talk.
I mean, yeah, and Saji, you want to talk or something? Because I'm listening to, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Hi, my name is Ted, and this is my talk.
Hi, Ted.
Oh,
This is
hi,
a nice
Ted.
talk you have.
I hit her. I did. Bye, Mark.
Well then, Ted, what the fuck?
For fuck's sake. Twitch, why do you have all these ads? I don't want to see this movie's trailer.
Get an ad blocker on that ad blocker.
I need that.
That's what I
Block that
got.
ad blocker.
I've never seen an ad since.
I might need to
hack.
do that.
Life hack, kids. If your ad blocker doesn't work, download a second ad blocker. You'll never see ads.
Yeah, he actually did that.
Yeah, he told us.
It is
Yeah.
genius.
Flattery, say something real quick.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Okay, we all sound good. So, yay! Well, let me just hit the button, and it's Friday on a Saturday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday
Also-
night.
Also, it's I'm gonna actively date this video by saying it's January 12th, which is canonically the birthday I gave for Ayumi. So yay! It means nothing in game, but yay!
Happy birthday, Jesse.
Yay!
Jesse have that birthday.
I don't know if I gave Jesse a birthday.
I gave
Jesse
Ayumi a
wasn't born.
birthday.
He spontaneously existed, just like Oliver.
No, I have a hatch date.
Yes, you
I
hatched
have a
out
pop
of a
date.
egg that looks like a dice.
Yes.
Anyway, I just felt like sharing that because it's something I actually came up with like early on in the character conception phase. So it's like, yay, I came up with it's actually relevant and it's on a game day, so it's fun to point out.
It's funny too because that was back when game day was on Wednesday night.
I know. Well, actually, it's Tuesday. It was
Tuesday.
originally Tuesdays.
Whatever.
It was all planned.
All according to Cake.
All according to the great
not doing this.
dragon Leviathan.
Okay, so
All right. So
yeah, we can get started.
I want my dice to be involved.
anybody want to volunteer as tribute for the for saying what all happened? Excuse me, last time.
We opened cards. That's what happened on Monday night.
That is what happened on Monday night. They were opening cards.
And that was it. That's all we did for 2 hours.
On Saturday, I just smashed all day.
Oh yeah, Raph and Cal was there.
Oh my god, it was nonstop.
Tosh showed up.
We kicked him out immediately.
Yeah.
He was
I
like,
just wanna
"What'd you
watch."
say? Is this an autumnal game?" And we just kicked him out.
He brought up something along the lines of like tea and crumpets. This is Japan America. We won't be having none of that British slimy stuff here.
No, this is Patrick.
These United States of Japanica. All hail our overlord Lelouch v. Britannia.
Oh, great.
Oh, great, a furry.
I mean, that's what you already have that in your harem, so I'm not sure why you're upset about that. Anyway. So, what actually happened last session? Let's see. I'll just volunteer because otherwise we won't get this done. Let's see. We woke up and went to class, except Andy didn't because she left a note and Ayumi didn't see, and she was just staking out the well, supposedly, or she was just, off playing hooky, playing foosball by herself, being lonely like that. And we were in class, and I was like, well, shit, what's going on? Because Elle's, dead. And no one was really upset about that except for the fact that the card shop was closed. That was what was causing the riots. And Ayumi and Alexa and a couple other people were called to the principal's office. Everyone else being faculty, just talking about, hey, yeah, all this shit's going on, and for some reason we're trusting you, a first year who we have some reason to not trust, and you, a third year being Alexa, who actively gets into fight and we have reason to not trust. We're trusting you with making sure that you figure out what's going on the island whilst we just do dick all.
Objection!
And then we left.
No.
And then, no, I'm sorry. Who's the one giving the recap? Not you. I think not. So I would appreciate if you shut the fuck up until class is over. Next, we actually do class. And it was a boring day. Then we go, and then we just split up because that's what we do. Jesse went to the raw dorm, talk with Raph and Kells, and they just ended up smashing all day, just all day. They didn't leave until they got there at 3. He didn't leave until 10. And then Oliver, he was out walking around, ran into Connor, talked to Connor, dueled him a bit. We ran into each other, figured out what was going on with Andy, didn't worry about it anymore. Then he went and ran into Angel. They talked for a bit, not quite a date, but not quite a not date because, they're, together and romantically involved and doing a kiss. And yeah, and then he went back. And then for Ayumi, she just went kind of looking for Andy because it's hey, what the fuck's going on with that? And then it's oh, you're fine. Okay. And then just heard there was some animosity going on at the hot springs between Kyla and Mimi because Mimi likes Damien, and I mean, to be fair, if someone likes Damien, yeah, there's something wrong with them. But anyways, that was resolved fairly simply, and then Ayumi just wandered around, ran into Oliver, talked for a minute, then just kept exploring, went to the beach, saw there was a beach party, helped with the beach party. The beach party sucked ass. Connor was there. He got high, was, dancing to generic pop music and eating food and staring at grass. And then Jennifer was also there, and when everyone left, when Ayumi left, Jennifer left with her, and everyone else stayed back because we had to set this up. I feel like they were trying to set this up, but then when they were going back, Jennifer asked Ayumi on a date. We didn't know how to respond, and so she didn't. Then talked to Andy about that, and that's about it.
I mean, I am going to correct one thing. They weren't trusting you to go out and solve it. They were trusting you to report back to them anything you notice that's out of the ordinary, but hey.
Yeah, same difference. What the fuck have they done lately? Nothing.
Oh, so you think.
I know this. Anyway.
Anyhow, so
I feel like that was as succinct as I could have been, whilst also being, detailed enough.
Anybody have anything they want to add?
No.
I got +1 in all Meta Knight things.
Oh yeah, he got
advantage.
advantage when it comes to Meta Knight.
Advantage, that's what it was.
Because when you're smashing all day, you just get good with your main.
Dude.
I mean, Jesse wasn't on top the whole time. I mean, sometimes he was at the bottom, sometimes he was on top, sometimes he was sandwiched in the middle, but, he dealt with it.
Gotta deal with what the card God gave you.
Yep.
Even though
Roll with the
Smash
punches.
is not something that involves cards.
Well, not the
Or
way
God.
you play. Not the way you play, I guess.
Actually, I think there might be a Smash card game.
I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, so starting today.
All right, so everybody roll me a wisdom. I know we rolled wisdom last night. This is something different. Well,
There it is.
Last night.
Nat 19. Brr, 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 brr.
Fucking 3! That's an 8, but damn it.
That makes it a
8.
21 because
Oh my
I.
god, we're matching. It's because we're together.
I bet you
That
two
sounds
share
so
a
weird.
bed too.
So I got a 21, which, is all thanks to the fact that I'm teaching Andy. Even though the last time it didn't go so well because she kept staring at my tits. But,
As far as the 21 goes, Ayumi.
you want to get. You're a little quiet, so I'm not sure if you're leaning back or not. But just letting you know.
Thank you for the information. All right, so as far as the 21 goes, Ayumi, as you're laying in bed, for a brief moment, you end up seeing yourself back on the plane. You're looking around as everything seems to be, for the most part, normal. You remember having just ended up beating Sean at a game of pool. Next thing you know, grabbing somebody.
Next thing you know, the plane was crashing and everyone was praying.
Nope.
I mean, that's kind of how it happened, but yes.
I mean, you're sort of right.
Well, yeah, it didn't crash. It wasn't crashing. It was just, extreme turbulence that were about to rip the plane in half. Which doesn't seem possible. Or Kyla was going to cut it in half with her sword. Get out of my room!
You see Kyla walk up to you,
Hmm.
and she tries to, and she ends up asking you to walk over with her. Standing over in a little section, you see Andy, Oliver, and Greg.
Who will have his stand-in be this plushie?
Sure, that works. Already over at a spot, just looking at her in confusion. As the two of you walk back over, you remember, you hear her say something for just a brief moment. You see the shine of the Millennium Necklace as it's around her neck. For a brief moment, you see it light up. After a moment, you're back over at the table with Sean. And you see Andy sitting back down. And you see Oliver and Greg off doing what they were doing. For a brief moment, everything seems to be fine. Before suddenly the plane starts to shake. With that, you wake up. Since that was a 21 after modifiers, you don't have to worry about anything in that regard. However, you do wake up a little bit before Andy and before your alarm.
Okay, well. We stick it on me for a minute, or?
Yep.
Okay, well. Not quite a bad dream, but weird. Everything looks like it's going bad for Andy, isn't it?
Nope, that was actually in regards to the same thing that you guys were rolling for.
Oh, okay. In that case, well, got time. Check the social media, the Duel book, your net, which is, not line, but net, and Twitter and everything, and see if there's anything on there.
As
Any
far
response or anything, or no?
as far as the stuff on your social media, everything seems to be fairly same old, same old. However, as far as the as far
as the instant silence. Well, I hope he's not dead. I hope I'm not dead because everyone's quiet.
You're not.
Oh, good. Yeah, he just died. And he's back, maybe? Back, a dinosaur story? Let's see. Do we have any audio coming? Oh, we have audio.
oof. Okay, can you hear me now?
Up, YouTube's offline, but yes, I can hear you.
Why is YouTube offline? What?
I don't know. It's weird. Checking every so often to make sure that, we don't have any issues. We don't need another 7-hour muted stream.
No, I agree. So let me know. Confirm that it is online.
Right now, Twitch is offline. YouTube's online. Twitch is back, so, and I can hear myself. Once again, just everyone, I'm gonna go in order, say something. Saji,
Thinker for Evil's pretty cute.
Cole,
I'm not really interested in talking, thank you, though.
Flannery.
Valeraphon is probably the cutest dual monster to have as a plush.
Okay, so we have audio. We're good. I'll just keep an eye on this.
Okay, Jake, what was the last thing that you heard me say?
I heard something about with regards to your like other social media, and then dead.
Well, as far as your other social media goes, you don't really have anything out of the ordinary, no real responses there. But as far as text messaging goes, you do get a couple of responses.
I mean, that's kind of what she was doing with, like, it's
Well,
not
you
quite text, social media texting, sort of. But, you know, yeah, same thing. Oh man, you kids these days with your Twitter and your Facebook and your Snapchat and Instagram and everything being confusing. It's different from text messages and emails.
What changed?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, at least Ayumi only has like a handful of those because the ones that there's not. Some of them are really bad in Japan. Like Facebook is not really big there. Twitter's okay, but it's always lying. Anyway, okay.
So as far as the text messages go, you get a few different messages. There's some other general chit chat, but nothing major. But the ones that end up catching Ayumi's eye in regards to a response to her were the three that I sent you.
Right, and is there anyone in specific that those were from, or is it just because I'm going to read them aloud? I just want to be able to associate them with.
Actually, I don't remember if I had a.
I have
If
I
had.
pinned the people in one of our DMs so that way you
I
don't have
honestly don't remember if I had names associated to those. Hold on, let me double check.
Okay, yay, more of these because and yeah, this is a thing.
I actually can't remember from the names who was and who wasn't confirmed to be.
Okay, well, I mean, if you click on the thing and hit the jump, you should get there. But I mean, I'll just read it real quick because it's like you scroll up. just a couple of DMs after that. But I'm just gonna read this real quick while you read with that. But got 3 messages back saying just like, I just stopped being interested in girls. I found myself being more into guys, and nothing really changed. It was just a thing to do, I guess. The question in mind being like, okay, so how do you realize you weren't into girls? And those are the answers. So, wow. With those being the 3 big ones, maybe just kind of text back like, oh, okay. Thanks, just curious,
But yeah, and onto your thing about Twitter being kind of decent. Twitter's decent over in Japan. I can tell from my feed, but it seems like they're like 6 months to 9 months behind on the memes.
It's Japanese vines though were fucking amazing. But anyways,
Well, I'm just saying, like, as far as their Twitter memes go, like a few months ago, they had just gotten the already in the West a 9-month-old retweets are harassment meme.
right. Anyways,
But anyhow,
okay, well, yeah, I guess just yeah, it's probably like getting close-ish to wake up. So if you want to just
yep, I'm good with switching over to the guys.
yeah,
So, Jessiver, 2 of you end up waking up not to your alarms, but you guys actually wake up a little bit earlier to Julie meowing.
Oh my god, it's Julie, stop. Jesse, calm her down.
What do you want, Julie? It's early.
With that, she just keeps looking outside.
I'm just gonna look outside because it's the fucking ocean.
Me too, but like, what the fuck you doing?
As you take a look outside, I want both of you to roll me instinct.
You said instinct? I was blowing my nose.
Yep.
yes, instinct, but not all.
Yay!
Uh,
I need a point.
what is my modifier for instinct? Oh, plus 7, 18.
So 18 you said?
Yeah.
As you're looking outside, you see something shining in the water as it's just going across the across. You're not able to make out quite what it is, but it doesn't seem to be completely there either.
You want that shiny thing. That's what you're meowing about.
As you take a look at her fur seems bristled, as if she's actually upset, frustrated.
You're a cat. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
Hey, Oliver.
What shiny thing? What are you talking about?
Oliver, question. As far as the stuff that you have that's like the photos and all that, do you have that like hidden away somewhere? Do you have it like laid out on your desk? What?
Like, what you talking about? Like, photos of like the abandoned dormant stuff?
Yeah, the general stuff that you end up having in regards to all this mystery stuff.
Well, the magical stuff is under my pillow, but the picture stuff, that's like in my locker.
It's in the locker?
Yeah.
Julie will end up running over to the locker and start just look right at yours, Oliver.
I can just get out of bed. Oh my god. And just open up my locker.
As you do, she just starts looking at the stuff, and she'll start looking in the area of the locker that is whereabouts for you to be putting the pictures and stuff.
This stuff.
She'll nod.
Pull it out.
As you end up pulling it out, is there anything that you want to do in particular? You got to remember, you're basically responding to a cat here. It's not like she can tell you anything.
Well, she better when we ask questions. Just go in the middle. Just like, I don't know, just lay it all out on the floor.
All right. As far as the picture of the abandoned dorm goes, she'll just put her paw right on top of that picture. And she'll just look at the two of you real quick. And then she'll dart towards the door and run out.
Okay, you
I'm
can't
gonna
just
follow this
point-
cat.
I'm like, you can't just point to it and oh my god.
I'm just following Julie.
That's fucking. Wait, Jesse, put your clothes on.
Oh shit! I forgot I sleep naked.
I am the underwear guy.
You just hear Nick, ha!
No, you just hear Ayumi be like, and you guys thought I was?
Jeez.
Andy, look, that is gay.
How is
Putting
sleeping in
something-
the same bed gay if you're dressed, but sleeping under the same bed is straight if you're naked?
Anyhow, we're following Julie.
Just
I
grab
don't
the
know
essentials.
who Oliver is.
Just grabbing the essentials and a jacket.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'd grab probably my bag
Ayumi,
too.
you end up
Mm.
walking out the door, and well, first you'll end up hearing the door above you. Sorry, the
What?
door beneath you, because you guys are on the top floor.
I was about to say.
Shush, shush.
We got
I
third floor,
thrown off.
guys. Yeah.
Continuity is a bitch.
It kind of is at times. Shut up. You hear the door beneath you open up as Oliver, Jesse, as soon as you open the door and go out, you see Julie just sitting there looking at you guys, waiting for you guys to step out. Ayumi,
You could have waited to answer our questions before you just ran out.
she just looks at you. Meow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, she's a cat. I know I do
mean-
that a lot, but like, she is still a cat. I forget.
I mean, she's
too.
a freaking smart cat that was talking. No, never mind.
I give up on the explanation.
Ayumi, as
Mhm.
you're getting up and walking out, you end up hearing that.
Yeah. Cat wants us to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Aaron, I don't.
It's a cat. I don't know.
Great
Why are we
question.
doing what it wants then? It's a cat.
Smart cat.
There's an inherent flaw in that statement because there's no such thing as a smart cat. They're cute but dumb.
We're aware what kind of cat this is, right?
Yes, at the very least, I'm pretty sure Jesse's got no shadow of a doubt, and Oliver shouldn't have a shadow of a doubt. I'm pretty sure
Ayumi
Ayumi
wasn't
shouldn't.
No, Ayumi was pretty far away during the time when when it transformed to a girl. She was angry, like shouting at the time when she actually spoke. So
But Jesse
Actually-
literally dueled her.
yeah, Jesse dueled her. I was on the opposite side of the broom.
He was the last one to finish.
Yeah, he was like,
Eh.
that's why I'm saying like continuity wise, I'm pretty sure Ayumi should have an idea. Even if she doesn't know specifically what's all going on, she should have at least a general idea.
Just Cyber Valley, not Cyber Valley, Cyber's Vi. Come out, just talk with it and figure out what the hell it wants. You can talk, kind of.
Julie just meows at Zvi, and he opens up his chest plate and ends up showing you an image of a cat.
God fucking damn it.
It's like the Hello Kitty face.
Kitty face. Yep, that was a cat. That is a bona fide cat.
Did I do good, Mama?
You love me right?
Very cute drawing. Do you know what it's saying or no?
He'll end up making the screen go blank. You'll see what looks like just like a command prompt appear. After a moment, you just see the word meow.
You're so fucking...
He's not wrong.
He's not.
Yep.
Say
Yep, he
meow.
understands her perfectly.
Okay, good. You know, you're not out all the time. You stay out. You're a good noodle. Walk in and get Andy. Andy, cat wants us to fucking whatever.
Please tell me you talk to cats.
Just like, Andy, get
What?
dressed. Andy,
I'll
get
be
dressed.
out in
The
a
cat wants
second.
us to something.
I'll be out in a second.
I'll be out in a second. I gotta get stuff because I think this was a walkout. If we're doing something, I'm gonna gather stuff for the.
All right, in that case, Ayumi, just roll me perception.
This is where I get a 3. So that's a 5. Well, I can see. Oh, Andy's changing. Well, I can see that, but
But you're too busy taking care of getting your stuff together.
meanwhile, Vi is just like circling around her like the battle ready armor screen. Don't forget.
Andy will reach down and pet Zvi.
Looks at that.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, he's a good noodle.
Anyhow,
once we fucking Julie, while they're doing their thing, like what is apparently like the shiny thing you're talking about, the dorm or something.
It was like in the water. I'm not sure what it is.
Are they related at all, Julie? Dad in the dorm?
she'll look to you and she'll just sort of like try and paw at the ground, but because she's a spirit, nothing actually happens.
Okay, like is that a yes or a no?
Uh, roll me roll me investigation. I feel like that would be the most fitting thing for what would be.
Oh my
working here.
god, okay.
Look, I'm sorry, but this is one of those things where it's just like,
What is that? Dice, stop that. Okay, there we go. No. Makes sense, but no.
after a moment, Ayumi, Andy, you both end up leaving with a Zvi following between you.
Okay. He is a good noodle. Alright, so what's going on?
Again, she was non-stop meowing at something in the water. Then she went to my locker and I don't know, she pointed at the abandoned dorm picture. You want us to go there, Julie?
She'll nod.
Okay, apparently she wants us to go there for some reason.
All right.
Andy, grab a towel, because if there's something to do with water, I don't want to be walking around soaking wet.
Andy runs in, grabs a towel.
Just stuff it in a bag or something. It's like, okay, we're good.
All right. Just as a heads up, this is still in the earlier part of the day, so before class would even begin.
So is it like mucho early morning?
Yeah, I'd say you guys have a couple. Like it's like a good half hour before your alarms would even go off.
Okay, so it's like we got up at 6 today.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? Ah!
Oh,
Whoa.
Whoa!
ball!
Look, the sun's coming up, but it's perpetually night here.
I mean, it is the spoop zone.
It is. 4 kids and their talking dog and a joint smoking frog are commonly seen here.
Dope.
So,
Yeah.
as you guys end up getting over there, you end up noticing. I want one more time on instinct for you guys.
Well, that's 1.
No, that's a 14, I think.
That's a 12.
14 and 12. All right.
Yeah.
Oliver, Jesse, you both realize that, unlike last time, there's not that strange feeling that you were getting when you walked in, which sort of also had ended up carrying over to like when you were at the lab. You had a similar feeling.
What was the feeling again?
Felt like you were there was a ringing in your ears,
Oh yeah.
mild headache, nothing bad. Just like it was there. But you're not
Meanwhile,
getting.
I am dying.
Nope, Ayumi. You don't feel anything, but you don't really remember anything either about that.
You know, that's for the best.
All right, Julie, where do you want us to go in? What do you want us to do?
She just starts looking around and then ends up darting inside.
Oh shit.
As you guys
Oh.
as you guys walk in, you end up seeing that, unlike before, there's no dual spirits seeming to walk around. The fact, as you're looking around, it just seems still.
So it seems like an abandoned dorm.
Yes, yes.
All right, all right.
Someone should name it something like that. Anyway. All right. We're here.
No
What is it you want?
spirits or anything.
Point the way. Be a guide, cat, dog, whatever.
After a while, you get led to one of the rooms that Oliver, Jesse, you recognize as being the location where a couple of those smaller solid vision machines were.
Okay.
Julie
I remember
starts looking around, and you see her walk over to a corner of the room. And she just starts pawing at the floorboards off in that corner underneath one of the desks.
Something underneath there.
Is it like a loose floor?
Up.
Crowbar.
Oh, all right. To answer your question, Jesse, it does seem like it's a little loose once Ayumi starts walking over. Ayumi?
Like loose. Oh, never mind.
Yep,
Go
crowbar.
ahead, do it.
Let's do this. I mean, if I even need to roll, but let's do this.
I'm going to say no roll necessary for
Well, good,
that.
because I mean, that was still like a
But
15 or something stupid.
I do want you to roll me Constitution. Or Dexterity, whichever's higher.
I mean, I think it's Dex. Let me check. Yeah, Dex. That would be a 16.
As you start walking over, you don't even get an opportunity to put the crowbar in. As you step down, like, near that corner, as you start going under in order to, you start feeling the floorboards itself start to crack a little.
Mm-hmm.
And right as you move back, it snaps, revealing, hidden right underneath that floorboard, a small little solid vision machine.
Huh.
Why is that one underneath the floorboard?
It must be an important disco ball.
Sure.
I mean, you said Ayumi doesn't remember anything about this, yeah?
She doesn't remember anything about the feeling that was had when you
Oh,
guys
okay.
walked
I
in.
misunderstood. It was like, okay, must be an important one of those machines if it was hidden. So, let's take a look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
As you're looking at it, you see that it has a spot for for a key, for like a wind-up key type deal.
I think we still have some.
Probably do. Hold on, let me check my crap. Yes, I have gold and silver wind-up keys.
Well, let's try them.
Yeah.
As you end up putting in one of those keys, which one are you going to put in?
Gold.
The gold? It fits in very, very stiffly, and it doesn't exactly turn very easily, but you can get it to turn if you put some effort into it.
Okay, let me try silver, see if it's easier.
As you end up putting in the silver key, it clicks into place, and it starts to end up turning actually really fluidly, almost like butter.
Okay, there we go.
Butter's not a fluid.
I mean, it is if you let it stay out long enough.
Twist, 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 twist.
As you do, the machine starts to spin, and you start seeing lights go off of the machine in every direction. Is there anything that you want to do in particular with the machine? Still hold it, set it down, what have you?
I'd say set it down.
Yeah, probably just put it down.
As you set it down, Julie just stands up on her hind paws and sets her front paws on top of it. And after a minute, you just start hearing her meow. After a short period of time, you finally start hearing, "Can you understand me now? Hello?"
Wait, you're talking.
Well,
Look, I don't mind this form, but jeez, it's a pain when you can't even hear me.
I mean, we can hear you.
We hear you, you
It
just
comes out as
meow.
meow.
Sorry, I'm a little bit lightheaded being here. As far as everything is concerned, the reason why I wanted you two over here, Oliver and Jesse. Hold on. With that, you see her for a brief moment just start flickering between as she's like slowly starting to form into the cat form before just getting bounced back to actual cat form. After a while, she ends up managing to take form on the as the actual dual spirit, and with a little bit of prompting, Oliver, Jesse, Ayumi, Andy, one of you ends up basically keeping the machine turned so long enough for her to finally take on a human form again. Okay, this feels a lot better. She stands up, starts stretching out a little. You see her every now and then just flicker back into the dual spirit form, but for the most part, she stays relatively stable. Anyhow, that thing that was out there was. I was trying to warn you guys that whatever that is, I remembered seeing something like that the same day that everything happened.
Everything happened? Care to go into more detail about it? Because a lot of things happened.
she just waves her hand at the dorm.
So you saw that shiny thing in the water the same day that this happened.
Yeah, you sound like trash right now, but yeah,
All right, how's that?
better.
Okay, good.
Here, I'm just gonna double check on stream, make sure your audio's still coming through. Talk.
Talking. 1, 2, 3. How did it sound? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of trailed off at the end there, but
Okay, so we should be fine then.
yeah.
But yeah, as you ask that, Julie will nod.
Are you talking now? Because if not, then you're...
I said, as you ask that question, Jesse, Julie will nod.
Do you have any idea what that is in the water, or do you just know that it's the same thing?
After a moment of looking around, she tries to find really anything that she can write with. Every now and then reminding you guys to keep turning the solid vision machine. After a while, she ends up pulling out a pen from one of the drawers and ends up just starts drawing on the desk. The ink not really flowing at first. One moment.
She draws dick butt.
That's what I saw in the ocean.
This is what I saw in the ocean. It's Ugandan knuckles.
Jesse, fetch
It's
it for
actually
me.
Chungus.
Wakandan
Big
Chungus.
Oh, God.
Do-do-do. All right, so
Wow. Now there's 2 spoop zones. Oh.
Doll spoop?
Another spoopy.
It's the Duel Reaper.
You gotta be fucking with me.
This is the duel. All right, I'm down.
that's just.
I want it to be what it actually looks like.
I'm fucking down.
That's the sketch that she draws.
Whoa, it disappeared, but okay.
I mean, did you really need me to keep that up on the screen?
No, but I was
Yes.
typing into it.
You saw the Grim Reaper?
Okay, so he lives under the ocean. What is he, that sponge that lives in, like, a coconut or something?
No, that's a squid.
She'll just look at both of you confused.
It's 2016. You should at least know what we're talking about. This is out of character, but
She must not be a 90s kid.
I mean,
Oh,
technically, none of us are.
Shut
Yeah, man, we're
up.
in 2050, given the times.
She's not a 30s kid.
She's not.
Anyway.
But as she's just standing there, at the time I just thought it was my eyes playing a trick on me, but looking back on it, I think that it might have just been a bad omen. I don't want any of you to end up getting into trouble over all this.
I don't
She
think you
just
really
looks
have
over
much
to
choice in that matter.
I don't think we have much of a choice in that matter. But sometimes you gotta get into trouble in order to prevent more.
Yeah. If you don't, who knows what could happen?
She'll nod before just turning back into cat form, and she will jump on your head, Jesse.
So do you like want us to bring this one along so like you in case you like want to like talk?
That's probably a smart idea. Just do it.
Yeah. Just how big is it?
It's about this. It's just as a reminder. It's probably going to be Ayumi who's actually actively holding it because it will be heavy. But it is. It's about the same size as a little bit larger than if you have your from your elbow to the tips of your fingers.
Okay.
It's bigger than a bread box. That's all you need to know. And you're not carrying it. That's all you need to know.
Okay. I was mainly wondering if it was just like small enough or whatever to fit in like my bag, but obviously not.
Yes,
Nah,
if you want
it's
your
gonna
bag
have
to rip open from the weight.
Hey man, I don't know how heavy this is. It could.
Trust me when I say that it's one of those things where if it weren't for the fact that it's Ayumi, I would probably have one of you guys roll if you need. If
Well,
you're
there,
rolling.
man. I believe you. I never doubted you, but damn.
Now get out of here with your limp noodle arm questions.
Yeah, it's heavier than Jesse. It's heavier than Oliver. It's heavier than Andy.
Could carry.
I'd like to think it's just heavier than all of us. Flat out.
And I'm just carrying like 500 pounds of metal and machine.
Like, that doesn't
No,
make
it's not
sense.
heavier than all three of you combined. It's just heavier than each of you individually. Then
Well,
again,
that's
with
fine
Andy,
because
she alternates between like 5 pounds and 150. Not even, but
I mean,
still.
yeah, that one
Damn,
time when she was super.
150? She thick AF.
Well, no, that was when it was Shadal and rigor mortis and weight and string and shit. Because I do remember that, but yeah. And lucky for everyone, Ayumi has carried each and every one of you multiple times, so she has no problem with this.
She is a strong girl.
I got
Yeah.
a cat on my head.
Yes, and you actually feel her.
Oh, that's different.
Isn't that right, Jasper?
It's like the first time when you ended up meeting her, how you could actually physically interact with her.
Yeah.
I know, it's been so long, you probably forget what that's like.
It's been so long. It's been 10,000 years.
It's been 2 weeks.
Anyway. Alright, so was that all you wanted us to come here for, or what?
She'll look around and just nod slowly.
Alright, well, if we hurry back, we can get back, have something to eat in school, no problem.
Alright, as far as that goes. Jesse, Julie will end up trying to like climb her way into your bag.
Okay.
Ayumi, Julie will look at you and say, "Do you think you could keep that on for the walk back?"
Sure, sure, sure. And you anything else you want from here? You want like some souvenir floorboards or a pillow or something?
As far as the pillow goes, Jesse's head's good enough. With that, she'll
All right.
just curl up and end up just like sort of like laying down while inside your bag, Jesse.
Neat.
Congratulations, your ghost cat's no longer a ghost.
For now.
Kind of.
For now.
It's like a pocket watch. If you forget to turn the key, it'll be off, and you have to wait a while because you don't remember how you switch the hands and everything. It's really annoying.
Yes, but it's really neat to be able to show people that you have it.
Oh yeah, I have a pocket
Exactly
watch.
like a
It
pocket
works.
watch.
Love that thing. I occasionally just take it out and turn actually use it. Not often though, because that is a memento, and I don't want to break it.
I'm trying to just set this down so that everyone...
It's not going to work because of how the
Yeah,
geometry works. Anyway, we're heading back, so I don't think it matters.
I know. So as you guys make your way back,
You're a little on the soft side. I'm not sure if you're a little further from your mic or not, but just letting you know.
I appreciate that. As you guys make your way back to the lunchroom, well, breakfast room for you guys, your cafeteria. Yep.
Volcano Gang.
And my dice.
This guy. And it's yours. Yeah, that's all. That's all that we have on out right now.
Yep.
I just figured I'd bring it all out since, Oh, good lord. A mega sack.
My God. The legends are true.
Look,
Damn,
Flannery,
that's a big fucking sack.
Flannery, you can't be whipping your sack out on stream.
His big brown sack.
Yeah, inside it are it's swimming with untold possibilities.
With untold waifus and husbandos.
Why is there so much spaghetti in here?
As I said, untold waifus and husbandos. Oh, you're not supposed to be in there? Oh well, I'll leave you in there. Nick, where the heck did you go? Oh, there you are.
I'm high as a kite, baby.
Connor decided to hang out, dude.
We hotboxed the whole dorm.
That's why you could talk to your cat, baby.
As you get back, you go into the cafeteria area, and you will see Nick and
Archie.
Yami's waifu. Where are you?
Who are you talking about? Because Jennifer's already out, if that's who you were talking about.
Oh, I was clearly talking about Archie.
Oh.
No, I am her husbando.
No, that's Alexa.
That's fucking weird. Archie doesn't know that.
Yumi, you're dating Alexa, so you're gay. Actually, no, I'm straight. What? You're a guy? No, I'm a girl. Then you're gay. No. She's a... No, Alexa, she's not a girl. She's a he. Archie.exe has stopped working.
You just end up hearing the loudest nani. His mouth doesn't even open.
No, you hear Nani, his mouth doesn't open, and then 5 seconds later, it opens doing the mouthing, but, poor lip flap animation.
Oh, so Evangelion, got it.
Yo, Shinji, get in the robot.
Anyhow, as y'all get back, Ayumi,
Mm-hmm.
So
you'll
this
end
is
up
it?
seeing. Yep, you'll end up seeing having. Are you still gonna have Zwei out with you?
I feel like Flannery broke.
Can you hear me?
Saji, he's talking. If you can't hear him, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah,
I really can't
hear
fucking hear him at all.
Yeah, and you're audible on stream too, so
Yeah, I hear him. So
yeah, I think it's
What?
you, Saji.
Flannery talk.
Saji, get in the robot.
Okay, there we go. And no.
Get in the robot, Saji.
Saji,
Anyway.
get in the robot.
Your dad loves you. Get in the robot.
Ah!
Eat a rice ball. Don't eat a rice ball. Eat a donut. Bleh.
Kick some butt in your robot. Anyway,
Anyways,
so this is all we see in the room. Anyway, so what were
As
we
you-
on before this?
as you walk in, I was gonna ask, is Vi still out with you?
Yeah, he's doing what he wants, what he thinks would be fun.
All right. As you guys walk in. Do.
Except for Julie. Julie stays out because she is afraid of this cat over here. You know, feels threatened by it.
Who do you think the Duel Reaper is?
Oh God, it's Pharaoh.
If it's Pharaoh the fucking cat, that'd be alright.
So what's Vi doing now that he has freedom? He can do whatever he wants. He could go and take a picture of Pharaoh, or try and constrict Nick, but it won't work. Or just look at this guy because he's looking like high as a kite.
As you guys walk in, and you have been turning the machine.
Well, I think we would have dropped that off because it's like, I'm not carrying this. I'm leaving this in your room.
But like on the way back to the dorm.
Yes.
All right. As you guys walk into the actual cafeteria area, Nick just looks at you, looks at Zwei, is like, "Is that a cybernetic robot? What?" Baby, you can't be bringing in your science projects into the cafeteria, but I'm impressed.
Look, my roommate is a mediocre fighter, but a brilliant scientist.
Andy'll just look around confused for a second, point to herself, and just like
That's
look at you confused.
The long and the short of it is, don't worry about it. He's a good noodle.
Andy will try and pet Zwei just to have Zwei end up like trying to nip at her hand. Not like anything pain like actually vicious, just pseudo playful.
Yumi will then just go and give Zwei a pet and be like, "Hey, now, be nice."
As you do, feels slightly metallic under your hand.
Yeah.
You still go through it a little, but he sort of just pushes his head down a bit. So Saji, I see you go right into the kitchen.
No, into the cafeteria.
Yeah, I'd be with him. We're cooking.
Jesse, it's time to cook.
Science, bitch.
So, Jessica,
making
what are you
meth.
guys cooking for this morning?
Meth!
Oh, so same thing as every morning. Got it.
I think we get through the days.
So how about we make French toast?
Sure.
All right. Roll me
French.
knowledge and wisdom, both with advantage, followed by dexterity.
This is knowledge. 9. Okay, 9 for knowledge. Wisdom. Okay, that's a 24. Let's see if I can get 20. Nope. Dexterity.
And dexterity should just be normal.
9, 24, and 5.
Okay, so I got 13, an 18, and a nat 20.
Okay. Oliver, yours come out glorious. What were yours again, Cole?
I got 9, 24, and 5.
Yours come out really burnt, but not they're not awful. They're just extra crispy.
Exactly. I like it extra crispy.
All right.
You want some of mine, Jesse? So you don't do.
I like it crispy.
Okay.
When I'm saying extra crispy, though, I mean like half of it's blackened.
Let him know your weakness.
Well, as they're in there making some French toast.
Mm-hmm. Taking their 30 minutes. To
You know,
burn
Jake, it's funny that I thought the exact same fucking thing.
Oh yeah. Glorious. I will defend till I'm victorious. Anyway.
But Ayumi, you and Andy end up, I guess, both walking over to the table where it's Nick and Jennifer.
Yeah, I guess because they're clearly staring at Ayumi's massive dragon.
I mean, if somebody walked in with a cyborg dragon, wouldn't you be staring at Mr. Elon Musk?
Nah, I would be like, oh, hey, Elon, you have any of that dank marijuana?
But
Anyway.
anyhow, as far as that goes, so baby, why didn't you tell me that Jen asked you out?
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, I did ask if you wanted to go on a date.
We will talk about that later. The answer to your question, Nick, is curfew. That's why.
I guess that's fair. Really, though, the only important part about that is that you're back at the dorms. As long as you're still inside the dorm area, no one's gonna really care.
Yeah.
Do you really think
Although
that Lee's gonna end up raising a fuss?
No, especially given that she more or less gave me a pseudo pass to investigate whatever the hell's going on, but that's besides the point.
He'll just look at you, a giant question mark appearing above his head.
Don't worry about it. It's nothing. I'm just somewhat trusted by the faculty here, which I'm still trying to figure out. But yeah. So, is everyone just still staring at the dragon?
They've somewhat moved on.
It's like,
They'll keep looking at it just because, robot dragon.
I mean, well then what is Zvi doing? Because I'm like, Zvi, you can do whatever you want. This is your time to move around and have fun.
He's just sort of like staying around you and Andy. Every now and then he might chase his tail, but then he'll stop and just look at them. You gotta remember, your dragons are basically dogs.
Yeah, but he is smarter because he can actually do Pictionary.
He can communicate.
He's a good noodle. But, okay, so... Yeah, I will talk with you about that later. So... About what time is it? Probably like 7:30, 8-ish?
Yeah, I'd say around there.
7:30, okay. Well, other than that honestly terrible party last night, anything go on that, probably should be made aware of?
Nick will just shrug. Nothing that I know of, baby.
Mm. All right, I think probably just typical breakfast of easy, like fruit and whatever grains there are, bread, toast.
I'm gonna have Andy actually try and do something slightly fancy for once.
Oh, unless she wants to share and have slightly fancy breakfast for everyone.
Well, no reason to
Christ.
keep rolling on that part. You know what? I'm not even wasting the third roll. That's a double nat 20. That's enough to say that she succeeds gloriously.
Mm-hmm.
She
Enough
goes
for
into the
everyone.
kitchen and
Mm-hmm.
gathers a nice array of fruits, as well as some like the vegetables that you use for adding color more so than you do for actual
Flavor,
eating.
yeah.
And she just ends up making a nice, almost like fruit basket type fruit salad. Pretty much a little bit of every type of fruit that you could imagine that, surprisingly, Slifer somehow ended up managing to have.
Huh.
She brings out a nice little, basically a fruit salad bowl. And it seems to be all the slightly bad parts of the fruit have been cut out, and it actually looks pretty nice. She'll offer it for everyone.
Gladly take some because fruit. It's amazing. Does a body good.
What about you two, Jesse, Oliver, Jesse?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
My toast came out good.
I like my. I'm too much pride to accept.
She's
And she
she's
just,
offering it to everyone, not just to you guys.
I need.
yeah,
Yeah.
This is some double nat 20 fruit salad. It's probably Shokugeki no Soma salad.
Nah, dude, it's like Wiggles fruit salad.
Wiggles fruit
Yummy.
salad.
So yeah, as you guys have it, give yourselves for today only. You're all having some?
I mean, I am. I'm not. It sounds like they're actually not.
Yeah, we said no.
I'm good.
All right. Ayumi,
Yeah.
for in-game today and in-game today only, give yourself this is basically golden egg, which at that point, just give yourself 3 inspiration that have to be used today or they're gone.
Okay. Free Friday inspiration.
Yo, is it too late to eat the fruit salad?
I mean, my toast came out really good. Did I not get anything from that?
I will actually end up saying, actually, Oliver, roll me a luck.
This is gonna go terribly. Yeah, it's a 16.
Go ahead and give yourself a 1 inspiration for today and today alone,
Friday inspiration. Yay.
as well as on any one physical and any one mental stat. Give yourself a +1 bonus for today.
Charisma, go even beyond. No.
This is to go further beyond charisma, or I guess you could call it super charisma too.
And this is Super Charisma God Super Charisma.
And anyway, I mean,
I'm pretty sure that's the level that your mother is at.
probably.
Anyhow.
At first, I thought it was an insult, but then I remembered.
Your mother has charisma. You take that back, you son of a bitch. Anyway, right now I was just kind of eating, and it's gonna be like, okay, either after eating or when it's not, social hour. Respond to everything that Jen had brought up the night before.
All right. Do you want to actually chat here, or do you want to take her aside and chat?
probably aside just because this is already awkward as is.
Zvi would end up trying to go with you unless you tell him otherwise.
Zvi, you don't have to come. If you want to have fun over there or mess with them or whatever, you can do that. You're a good boy.
He'll open up his display and you'll see a heart appear on it. And he'll still go with you.
Okay.
All right, so.
All right, just move.
Hell,
I'm just gonna do this just for simplicity's sake.
That works.
All right, we dealing with this first, or are we dealing with them first? I'm not sure.
I'll let you guys decide. I'd say Oliver and Jesse, what do you guys want to do? Since it has been a little Ayumi focused for a bit.
Well, first things first. Baby.
She'll appear, and she'll just end up start dancing around you.
Yes. Then I'll send a message to Angel. I'll send you what I'm gonna say.
That's fine. What about you, Jesse?
I honestly don't really know. I don't really have anything.
Fight through the pain.
Yeah.
You know what? Roll me for food poisoning. That'll be constitution ailments.
What the fuck? I'm gonna fucking die! My
kidding.
constitution's like negative
I'm
8.
kidding.
I mean-
Don't worry. I'm kidding.
Okay,
I was about to say, I'm like, that wasn't
I'm not
that wasn't
cruel.
bad roll. That was
I was
just
saying, everyone's about to go out into the well. I'm gonna be in bed.
and like a picture of the well, and this is where I'd be right now if I wasn't sick.
Jesse, want to be a good godfather and play with the baby?
Would I? I don't know. Would
Sure.
you? Would I?
Well, let's play with the baby.
Okay, so is
So,
I mean,
have you sent it, Oliver?
I'm timing it.
Okay, in that case.
Theirs is more important, so just
and
do those.
I sent you something as well, but you'll get that.
I see it.
Okay. All right. Why don't we just whilst he's doing that,
That's
get
actually
this.
what I was about to say. You're good. Go on.
Okay.
So
So I think they walk out and. Oh, you say something?
Nope. So you wanted to talk?
Well, I mean, you did too, so I'm not sure why you're surprised.
No, not at all.
So I'm just being 1000% overly clear here. You are asking me on.
Yes, I am asking you out. Is that a problem?
I'm just trying to understand this. Out on a date?
She'll nod.
I will then just kind of like, after hearing that confirmation, face go a little bit red, but then just hear, 君怖いけど、なぜ僕とデートしたい?
I'm sorry, but I don't understand.
Sorry.
Zvi will actually set up and pull up the his screen. Just go ahead and end up saying what it is that Zvi would be translating it into.
It would, if you're going for a literal translation, it'd be. I mean,
Google Translate.
Google Translate. Okay. Google Translate would be a little on the rougher side. It'd be like, it would be around the. I'm trying to think of how to do this badly. Be, you're cute, but why do you want a date?
You're cute, but why date? Is what Zvi ends up putting on the display.
I mean, not exactly that, but why me?
Well, let's see. You're cute. You've got a strong will about you. You're definitely more than confident, which is something a lot of people here seem to be lacking in certain regards. You don't seem to be about playing around and playing games, which, in its own naive way, I think is another cute aspect about you. And I don't know, there's just something about you that I like. I mean, I'm just asking you out on a date. It's not like I'm asking you to marry me or anything.
It just. But you know that me, girls, not. You know that. You heard, right?
I mean, I also heard heard you and Andy talking about a lot of things. Doesn't necessarily mean that the idea is out of the question for you.
Just kind of sigh.
Hey, I'm just
Look,
asking. If you don't want to, feel free to say no.
no,
Better
look,
to hear it now than later.
just right now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I've honestly known you for like 3 days. So
She'll shrug.
it's kind of odd. However, I wouldn't be against going, but as not as a like actual date. Like you know, like, hey, you seem fun. Let's do something, sort of thing. You know.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that things are here in America, but is there really that much of a difference?
I, mm, I didn't spend much enough time in America to really have that aspect, shown to me. But I it, it just kind of pauses for a minute. Look, like I said, I wouldn't mind knowing you better. Like I said, you seem fun and everything, but I. You said movies. What movies are being shown?
She'll just start listing off a couple of different movies. One being like one of those cheesy classic sci-fi movies where a guy turns into an insect and has to end up finding his way back to his humanity. Another one where it's a romance movie, something about wartime. Uh, just a couple of different movies along those lines. Mostly just the cheesy kind of things that would normally not be shown nowadays, just because most people in this generation wouldn't be interested.
Yeah, they're out of vogue. Anyway, look, I like movies, so honestly, I'm be fine with any of those. Just trying to. I just wanted to be upfront with you that I'm not really looking at this as a date sort of thing, more like let's know who you are sort of date. And she's actually just kind of stumbling over her explanation here. That's not out of character. That's when I'm doing that. That's actually what's happening.
All right. So I'm just Andy. Where's your dice? I'm borrowing it.
It's right there.
Yep, I see it. I'm gonna have her. Well, in that case, she's gonna end up leaning forward and just take your hands and say, I mean, hey, it's fine by me. It doesn't have to be a date. Just, what's it called? Just dual flicks and hang out. Just dual flicks and chill. We don't have to actually end up becoming a couple if it's not something that you're up for. But at the very least, gives us an opportunity. In fact, if you're good with anything, then let's go with the I'm just gonna go with Casablanca. Instead of just trying to like come up with a cheesy name. Let's just go with Casablanca then.
I'm just thinking if that's one Ayumi. Nah, that doesn't seem Kota's shtick, so. Okay. I'm assuming she didn't list them all out, just like, okay, here's a couple. It's like,
That was the
here.
one where it was wartime type deal.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm
Yep.
not sure if she would have like listed the name and or just like, okay, here's the genres or here's the titles or whatever.
She would have gone with title and quick explanation.
Okay, so wartime drama. Okay. Sure. What, Saturday, Sunday-ish? Because Saturday I definitely have to do it in the evening because I kind of got plans already.
Well, Sunday evening sounds good to me. Sunday evening, Saturday evening, either's fine. There's movies going to be on both days, so.
Okay, well, I have you on PDA, and I mean, don't really use, and whilst we're here, I don't really use my social media that much, just for obvious reasons, but yeah, sounds good.
It's a date. With that, she'll just give you a smile as she ends up walking off towards the school.
Okay, well.
And Zvi will just end up giving a with a tilted head.
I think I only actually, as she's walking off, is like, why do you keep calling it that?
It's just a saying, Ayumi. Don't worry.
That's frustrating. I just realized something else she would have talked about, but I don't really want to go back. I'm not sure if it'd be good to go back in conversation for that.
I mean, if you want to say it real quick.
Yeah, it would just be back when she was saying, "Oh, I overheard a lot of things from you," and she'd be like, "Yeah, you never told me about everything." Yeah.
That would probably be something better for the post expedition, anyways. So.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, but just frustrating because I'm like, "Oh, that's something I would have done," and I can't go back. Anyway,
I feel like Ayumi would reasonably stumble over that.
Yeah, and then I think Ayumi just kind of like takes a minute to recenter before walking back in.
All right, but before you walk back in, so Jessica, yeah, one of you guys dragged her over, not even me. So. But anyhow, Jessica, what would you like to do?
Did you read my message?
Oh. Surprisingly, I did not receive a notification on it, but I see it at least now. Oh, hey, Discord froze as far as like the actual.
Also, if you die, we know why.
Give me a second. There we go. It's working again.
Teleports you to another dimension.
Oliver, after a brief while, you will end up getting a response back saying,
Is he talking and I can't hear him again?
No, he stopped for a minute, I think.
Okay.
Talk to her and...
I mean, he just decided to send me a message instead. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm just saying anything we both enjoy. I just don't think he just died.
I'm not sure anymore. He might have. Well, so, whilst we're waiting for him to actually say a damn thing, so yeah.
You just messaged me saying if you are there, we can't hear you.
Okay.
Huh? I'm
Well,
confused.
wait, did he do that or the other way
He
around?
messaged me that.
Message him back saying that he's can't be. I'm gonna double check that we're even audible on stream because it's. Yeah, we're audible on stream, but I have no idea about him.
I don't hear him either, so.
Yeah, send him a message because
I just did.
He's got a new mic, which might be part of the issue.
I am calling.
Oh, I think I might have heard him, but he was super
Hello?
quiet. Oh, there you are.
There you go.
I have no idea what's going on.
New mic problems, probably.
I just find it weird because we didn't have these problems last session more than like once.
I don't know.
Weird.
Okay. Sorry, because it sounded like Jake, like you were responding to me. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna send Cole a message since it seems like he can't hear me. It was
Nah,
weird.
I haven't said anything since Ayumi more or less just actually decided to have a date, which is weird.
Then maybe I'm just going insane. Got it. Anyhow, so Cole, is there anything that you want to do as far as the well, Saji decides on what he's going to do in response
Did you
to.
not hear what I said about that?
I guess I got so distracted by the fact that that connection issues.
I'd just say like anything you think we both would enjoy.
Yep. In that case, she'd just end up sending a response saying that she has just a thing.
Alright.
All right. So what about you, Jesse? What are you going to
You
do
know
from
what?
the different dimension?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shoot Pez a message seeing if he wants to hang out after class.
I thought you were gonna end it there. I'm gonna shoot Pez.
Jesse, where'd you get the Glock?
Hey, Jess. Hey, Jess. Hey,
Magic
Pez.
hat.
Oh, hi, Jess. Bull! Jesse has a fucking gun.
Where'd you get the Glock? Magic hat.
Magic hat.
I thought that was limited to just candy.
Candy gun.
Dude, a bite out, but
Anyway,
The bullet's made of licorice.
and black licorice at that. Anyway.
The worst kind of licorice.
I know.
Anyhow, as far as that goes. All right, so Jesse, you're gonna shoot Pez, and as you do,
He catches the bullet and says, "You're gonna have to try harder than that." He vanishes and he appears behind me and stabs me in the back.
with
Nothing
his
personal,
gun.
kid.
Ballyhoo.
He stabs you in the back with his gun.
Yep.
As far as that goes, since you're gonna ask if he wants to do anything today, Pez is actually gonna end up responding with that he's busy taking care of something after class.
The son of a bitch says you need to hang out with people more. Then it's like, oh, I want to hang out. Oh no.
Hey,
Not
not
fair.
everybody's at your beck and call.
Oh yes, they are. Do they not know who I am?
Yes,
I-
you are Jesse. You don't have friends.
My
Wait,
grandpa invented Dungeon Dice.
that's why you don't have friends. Anyway,
You know
it's
that guy? I figured it out.
actually, I just realized you need to hang out with people more. Hey, you want to hang out? I didn't mean me.
Anyhow, as far as that goes, it will be a quick response. However, after
Alright.
a little bit, he'll end up sending you another response saying if you're available, I'm free in the morning tomorrow.
When are we going to the well tomorrow?
Morning-ish, I think, is what the
Ah.
plan was.
Yeah, I'm just responding with, I'm busy tomorrow morning. Rats. Well, if
Yeah.
that's the case, I'm just gonna go to class.
All right. So, with that, Ayumi, anything that you want to say or do once you get back into the cafeteria area before going to class?
I'm assuming just Ayumi's probably just gonna walk up to Andy. It's like, hey, it's class. Probably should get going, right?
I guess that probably sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Why don't we do that and get to class?
All right. With that,
Once we get to like the main gate, I'll put Dee Dee away.
all right. As you start approaching the main gate, you start seeing a couple people ahead of you on the way towards the building.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to do, seeing as Zvi is very clearly apparently visible?
Zvi, I'm sorry, but for now you need to go and just, lay down, take a nap. I'll call you out later.
He'll end up like nuzzling up against you for a brief moment before.
Pat him on the head.
All right.
Then just as they're walking up, as they're walking at some points, like talk to Andy. So, either tomorrow or Sunday night, I am seeing a movie with our neighbor. It's not like that, but it's still just to figure out, I don't hate her, so it'd be fun to, actually have another friend that's, not an upperclassman. So,
Well, good for you, Ayumi. With that, Andy will just give you a smile.
yep, just simple fill in the details. Yeah, it's just, I honestly still just surprised. One, surprised that it was a girl that asked me out. First, I would be surprised if there weren't any, actual lesbians on the island, but. And then two, that it was, well, her.
Why is that a surprise?
Well, I would have expected a guy, at least first, to have asked me out, which, I mean, it's been a month and it's kind of almost weird. Maybe I'm just scaring them off because I'm too strong for them, which, ironic. But, and then Yeah, just weird, I guess.
Well, just try to have fun. At least you've got another friend, possibly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point, right?
All right. As far as that goes, Jesse, Oliver, anything you guys want to talk about or do on your way to the school?
School. School.
I
There's a class for
don't know
me.
what to do on the way to school. Just go to school.
All
You could
right.
do hopscotch.
Step on a cranky baker mom's back. Jesse starts stomping furiously.
Yep.
After
And then all of a sudden,
after a little while, you will hear Julie start you'll see Julie sort of just like fall through your bag onto the floor, and she'll just end up looking around, a little surprised, look towards you. You'll hear her meow once, and then she'll just hang her head down as she just sort of like walks right behind you.
Just gonna shrug and keep walking.
All right. So as far as all that goes, you guys get to class. You girls get to class.
mm-hmm.
And let me go grab class.
Uh,
Ah,
Look, you can grab class, but you have to have permission first. You don't just go up to someone and grab their class.
Give me your chemistry!
you will actually notice that today there do seem to be fewer people in class.
I'm not surprised. And there's also a cat. One more cat.
There we
She's
go.
always been here.
Substitute teaching, babies.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, but
You can stay.
duel me. Let me kick your ass a second time, bitch.
In
Real
fact,
Dax this time.
for the most part, it actually seems as though there's most of the people who seem to be missing seem to be Sliffers and Raws.
Mm.
However, a lot of the obelisks still seem to be in class. Like No Face McGee, No Face Jones. Not related
Obelisk
to
Jones.
Bobelisk Jones.
Oh, huh.
And No Face Lou.
Is he related to Louis?
No, but he is related to Cindy Lou Who.
Oh. What about Lucy Lou? Anyway, I'm going to stop us before we go down this rabbit hole any further. So, we're missing people in class.
Yep. So, but while there's quite a few people who seem to be missing, the class is still fairly full at the same time. It's enough that you can clearly tell, but beyond that.
You think the Duel Reaper got him? He says that jokingly.
No. It was probably actually the Reaper of the Cards. Do you even know what that is, Jesse?
That's pretty much what I just said, but okay.
I mean,
Actually, as far as that card goes, Jesse, I want you to roll me a d20 with advantage. Just give
No,
me...
he doesn't know the card. He just knows the name was pretty much what he just said.
Well, I'm just curious because just card knowledge here.
What
Just
would it be?
Knowledge with advantage.
Advantage, oh shit.
I mean, why does he get advantage?
Shut
Because
the
it's
fuck up.
an old card and a bad card.
You shut the fuck up.
Are you gonna complain about
Your
advantage?
cards are
That's a
bad
7.
shit.
That's a 7.
You still don't know.
I don't know.
Fuck if I know, man.
Just gonna shrug.
Oh, maybe.
Well,
And since it's a dark card, I'm going to say that Oliver, you automatically know that card. Since it's old and it's a dark attribute, which is what you have your advantage in.
No, my shit's in light.
Oh, I thought.
yeah,
Okay, it
changed,
used
remember,
to be.
because of...
Yeah. Okay, never mind then. I'll let you roll if you want to, but you don't have to.
I don't care.
Cool. In that case, there is one person I have to see, because, you know, being a dual spirit, this is something where it would be something along those lines. Nope, never heard of it.
Well, don't worry about it. I had back when I was in middle school, someone used that card, and it's terrible. I have no idea why she used it. It was actually garbage.
Andy'll shrug.
Yeah, well.
As far as class goes, you'll end up seeing after a while, Professor Lee will walk in a bit of the classic drunken stupor that you guys remember from when she first started teaching.
Yes.
The bell will have rung. She'll be like 10 minutes late.
Classic Lee.
I mean, I don't think this counts as classic anymore.
Classic Lee. Anyway. Anything special happen in class, or?
For the most part, she basically just teaches class today like she did at the very beginning. As in, she doesn't really teach.
So basically it's a free hour.
Yep. And as the bell ends up ringing and she ends up looking up at all you guys, and she just ends up saying, I'm going to be teaching your next class as well. Red's Professor... Marshall's going to end up taking care of some other stuff. So, yeah, free period again.
Marshall Red. What a name.
And he's a teach.
Marshall Red teach.
Marshall Sensei.
Professor.
Professor Marshall Red Teach Sensei. But wait, that's double honorific, technically.
Sama.
With that, class period goes on again. Absolutely nothing really changes. With that, she just stays there as the bell for lunch rings.
Yeah.
Every now and then during the past couple hours, you'll see her like look up, take a swig from a bottle, and just put her face back down on the desk.
Well, we're back to normal with her. But okay. Yeah. All right. This is partly so I don't forget, and partly just so that way we partly because I always thought of this during the 2 free periods. It's like pull Jen aside because she does want, because basically in and out of character it's okay, figure out what the hell she's talking about by overhearing everything, just because 1, Jake doesn't want to forget, 2, Ayumi's actually kind of getting frustrated with the fact that she doesn't know what was overheard.
Okay, well, for the sake of not boring the audience on Ayumi and Jen's romance, she'll end up just briefly explaining that it's just from what she heard from Andy's side, which was...
What? You're quiet.
She'll end up just like going back over the stuff that you and Andy had, like Ayumi and Andy had talked about, and saying like what she had ended up hearing on Andy's side.
I'm not really. I'm not following here. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I'm not following.
All right.
Do we want to just like put this aside for a minute
Yes,
and then
we'll
go
just
and focus
blah.
on them, and then
We
we'll
will
figure this
blah.
out?
It is not something that's really all that critical. Anyway, so there'll be that.
Yeah, we'll do that later. I'm just trying to. I just
Yep.
am trying to figure out.
Jesse, Oliver, what do you guys want to do during lunch?
So I got this new Karibo.
Yeah,
Pretty cute.
I like it.
All right.
It's a link.
Good question. Don't know the reason how. I just know how to do. Apparently, like a cyber is like some sort of internet type thing. I don't know. Internet monster.
Weird.
Well, in Dark Lords, you went from heroes to Dark Lords. That seems weird.
Yeah, I guess it kind of does seem weird, doesn't it? But every light casts a shadow.
Yes,
Sometimes
it
the
does that.
shadow. Sometimes you need to work in the shadows to support the light.
Are you trying to be an anti-hero, Jesse?
I never thought about it that way.
Now do you say it aloud?
Now that I say it out loud, I totally am, and aren't I, Oliver? Oh, I'm not up for all the glory of a hero anyway.
All right. Well, as far as that goes, you guys have your little banter back and forth. Ayumi and Jen have their little talk out in the hall. And as far as everything is concerned,
I DM'd you just in case because I'm still trying to figure out what you meant.
sorry, I worded poorly. Don't mind me. As far as that goes, though, the whole thing with Jen and Ayumi, she would end up just mentioning like in quick rapid fire about uh Ayumi's phase, about her friends talking about like Ayumi talking about how her friends were talking about her butt, just all that sort of different stuff. Just
Once again, I don't. Did she ever say that? Yeah, no, I get it. We're good. I think I
okay.
got it now. Okay.
But anyhow, as far as all that goes, lunch comes and goes. You guys end up having your little bit of food, your slacker meals. You end up seeing. You'll notice that Archie is missing.
Okay, hold up, man. We can't lose the
Alright,
best
shit
boy
just
like
got
that.
serious.
Okay, what the fuck?
Titans Naruto headband.
You will notice that Archie is one of the students missing. I'm going to say of the people who have face claims, him and Caleb.
Okay, never mind. I was going to roll it. Perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced as it should be.
You lose someone bad, but you lose someone good. Balance.
Okay, Thanosis.
All right. Also,
Next.
I'm just confirming what you sent back to me. But yeah.
But anyhow.
Mm-hmm. So, lunch, we're missing Archie, which I... Oh yeah, he was at the party. That would make sense. She was attacked by the... But when? He had people with him, and I mean, yeah, he's shit, but... What?
But as far as all that goes, yep, Caleb and Archie both missing.
Hmm.
Everyone else of the face claimed first years who go to that class are in class. It's just those two seem to be the ones who are face claimed missing. So if you guys want to chat about anything in that regard, you can. But otherwise, you got dual class.
Yeah?
Is that good with you, Jake? You ready to move Ayumi back to the group?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Or is there anything that you want to actually go over with Jennifer specifically?
I mean, she would... I mean, if you're dead set on blowing past it, then yeah, just because the only
Mostly
thing is...
because I don't really have a specific way for us to do this without basically dragging it out.
I mean, we could just do it like it...
Yes! Okay, are you guys able to hear me still?
Yes.
Yay, thank you.
You go feel pain, my dude. That is... That sounded pain.
I have no idea.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. Fuck, what were we doing? Oh, right. Yeah. If anything, just yeah. The whole reason was just because I was just trying to figure out what exactly would have been going on there because.
All right. As
that's
far
what
as that
you'd
goes,
want to figure out.
can...
What?
Okay.
You're quiet again. Probably.
Okay, so as far as it goes, as Ayumi's asking Jennifer about like what exactly she heard, she'll just start going over and talking about the things that she would have ended up hearing like through the walls, like just about the general stuff between where Andy and Ayumi are talking, where Ayumi's mentioning about just a little bit about her past, a lot of the things where she was basically yelling, all that stuff. And Jen will end up just saying that she doesn't really care one way or the other if Ayumi likes girls or guys. She still, it doesn't change the fact that Jennifer likes Ayumi.
Well, that's good. That's good. I mean, I agree, and I don't care that you like girls too. I mean, I care when you were, staring at my boobs and ass and everything, but I mean, just, yeah, surprising and all that.
Hey, I just like cute things, and hey, cute is what cute is.
Yeah, yeah, it just, yeah, thanks, I guess, because that's a compliment, I guess. Yeah, thanks.
With that, the bell will end up ringing for the next period.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I understand what was going on.
Yep. Sorry, was trying to figure out a way of being able to just blow past it safely, just because don't want to drag that
Yeah,
out.
I know it's been done to death, but it's still just trying to figure out what
The things that
exactly
make
was
logic
overheard.
sense.
You're super quiet again.
The things that make logical sense.
Mm.
All right. As you guys go in, I want just everyone quickly roll me a dice to see who's dueling. With advantage.
14 or a...
And this is luck, mind you.
Oh, that's
14.
a 19.
It's a 14.
I got a 19. Well, that didn't count because I picked it up and dropped.
Did I give Andy 2 rolls or just 1? I don't remember. Okay. So, as far as that goes...
Once again, you're quiet.
As far as that goes... Alright, everyone. Gosh, this keeps trying to fall into my face.
I don't know if you're still talking or not, but...
I am not. I'm good. We're
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Sorry, my microphone kept trying to fall on my face, so I tried adjusting it so that it was a little bit further away so it doesn't keep
Gotcha.
Alright, so as far as that goes, everyone, you get to end up having a duel.
You faded out there at the end.
Oh,
I'm just telling you this because there's been this... It's been constant with you, like, fine. Then 10 minutes later, fine.
Alright. Well, hold on. Part of it might just be my game might be down.
Yeah, it's probably your sensitivity.
Okay, so how's that sound?
Okay, you're peaking. You're peaking like hell.
Okay. Is that
talk
better?
a little bit more.
On the day I walked away, all the blue turned into gray.
You're fine.
Neato. As far as that goes, so you guys ended up rolling. One. Also, it's worth noting you don't see the colonel.
Hold on. Saji, you're muted.
I know, I just couldn't hear Flannery.
Okay, Flannery, talk again.
It's also worth noting one of the people you don't see is the colonel.
Okay, no. Okay, I can hear that.
Technical issues, everyone. So Colonel's gone, but... So is everyone dueling or no?
Yep, you all get a duel. And
yay.
I actually had specific decks in mind depending on if you guys were going to duel. So, as far as this goes, that is going to be your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be...
Alright, bring it on, Miss Backache.
She stomps you.
She crushes you with her giant fucking tits.
No, her large personality.
Also her tits.
Well, that's what she calls them.
Alright, so who wants to end up being first in line?
You were peeking a little bit, but fine.
Who wants to be in first in line?
I'm down to go first.
Or if no one else is going to volunteer, I'll go first.
I'll go first.
All right.
Take second because Saji was taking a while.
With
That's
that,
cool.
I'm sorry for the little bit more sluggish game today, everyone at home. Weird schedule caused just makes everything seem so off. So
yeah.
And it's all my fault.
Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you, Cole. This is what you do.
least buy me dinner first.
Fine, I will. Where do you want to go?
How about Olive Garden? No, actually, I don't like Olive Garden. They treat
Do
me
I
like
look like
family.
some cheap second-rate whore to you with a third-rate? I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Third-rate dick.
Yeah.
You do.
You're a third-rate lower with a fourth-rate dick.
All right, this is personal now.
Look. I'm just saying, you look like you were brought off an assembly line.
Okay, now this is getting personal.
It wasn't before.
No.
All right. So as far as this goes, Jesse, you get to decide who starts.
Oh, and who's this guy?
The opponent can go first.
Because the Destiny Draw needs to evolve.
Yeah, the
Into,
Destiny
I
Draw
don't
needs to evolve. What's this guy's name?
This guy is a no-face Joe.
Okay, I don't want to lose to a fucking no-face draw.
There we go. Jay. All right, close enough.
No-face J.
Way to play, Jay.
Hold on.
Oh, now you're dead, man. Oh, wow, that things are getting intense, folks. Jesse's alright dying.
Same, dude.
All right. So you
Same.
said, who did you say starts?
You.
All right. So with that.
So he's just dueling no face, huh?
Yep.
No-face J.
Way to play, Jay.
Way to play.
Way to play, No Face Jay.
I
Jay-
like you, No-face
No-face
J.
Joe will end up summoning Constellar Razzlehog. Sorry.
Mazel tov.
And immediately activate its effect, attributing it to special summon. Hold on, I need to double check. Yep, defense
Gain
position.
500 attack. No, put it in attack mode.
Can't. Not even a choice.
Why isn't it a choice?
I mean, it is
oh,
a
in defense
choice.
position. Oh, because of Mazel Tov.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? But yeah.
Next up, we'll set 2 cards face down and end turn.
All right. Dora.
Monstacado.
I'll summon Neos in attack mode, put 1 card face down, and end my turn.
Just not even Neos alias, just straight up Neos.
Yep. Fuck it. We're going back to season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Draw.
Next, I activate my polymerization with my Fiend's
With
Hand
you.
or whatever.
With my skull and your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
My
Silver
Mammoth-
Arrow.
Silver Arrow, Mammoth Graveyard, Blue Eyes White Dragon, polymerization.
Okay, now hold on a minute here.
Still somehow better than winning by destroying the fucking moon. Literally pulled a Piccolo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was his own damn moon he summoned.
But the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon's heads, they start rotting, and you have to destroy all 3 heads in order to destroy the beast.
Constellar Sheridan
Okay.
will end up being
Yep.
summoned.
Yeah, I saw.
Adding Constellar Caus to the hand.
Consider cows?
Yep.
I misheard him and thought he said cows. Like,
Yeah, that's
you
what I
know,
thought, because they're cows.
instead of cows.
Space cows.
That was my favorite movie based off Star Wars. It's a parody.
And with that, the turn will end.
All right.
Totally not setting
Sure.
you up or anything for something that defeated Ayumi.
Tell that to my fist! It's 500. Alright, I'm just gonna have Alias attack your Sheridan.
Alright, with that, Sheridan will be destroyed and 1200 damage.
Alright, you're setting me up for something.
Saying
Was
up
a
for
setup.
murder.
So with that,
You don't know what beast lies within my neck.
You know what? I could do something, and I think I will. I'm gonna activate Mask Change.
what, you're not going to Gemini summon Neos Alias in your second main phase?
No! I don't think I am, thank you.
That's really useless.
And bring out Koga. And
Koga.
then I'll activate Form Change to bring out Acid to destroy your spell and trap cards.
Okay, so just to confirm, you ended up forfeiting the opportunity to do an attack to go for Acid. Got it.
Yeah.
In that case, they'll both be destroyed and sent to the graveyard.
And then I'll destroy your Acubins.
With acid.
You're at 2,800?
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. Can I just win here? Yes. Yes, I can. Another form change.
Dose form change?
Those
That was just
Ekis?
straight up lucky.
Bring out Anki, attack directly.
Kicks you in the dick.
No, it does the Godzilla kick.
You know what?
Where's the tail at? No tail, just rotates and just.
You know what? Acceptable.
Yep.
You're
Everyone
like, you
can
know what?
accept the Godzilla
Fuck this.
kick.
Just throws his dual disc at Jesse's dick. Ah, dang.
Someone
Why?
stole my card.
Absolutely acceptable.
Excellent. Egg salad.
What was the setup, anyways?
It
Nothing.
was a bluff. It was a
Oh,
bluff.
you bluffed.
I was
Actually,
wondering
you
if
know
that
what?
would have actually ended up throwing you off or not. I was surprised it did.
When you said setup, I'm like, I'm just gonna destroy everything. Make sure.
I would just put
Fuck
stuff
you.
for that now.
Fuck this. I'm done.
So if
Wait.
anything, you accelerated it.
Wait, was that an official win?
Yes.
Your boys at 3-3. I never thought this
Jesse?
day would happen. I am neutral.
Did
Jesse,
you get a single
you
or
are
dual
up.
point?
Yep. You get one dual point.
Oh yeah, 81 DP.
You're all gonna get one dual point if you win. I expect you guys to win, but this is just supposed to be sort of like a morale boost for people before going into the actual chaos.
So, once again, another no face.
Yep.
No face. What this time?
This one is for Ayumi.
No face Bob?
Nah, no face Joan. Just Joe.
Jesse fought against No Face Joe. No Face Joe. Ayumi's facing No Face Joan. And Oliver's going to be facing No Face Jojo.
Bizarre adventure.
Well, I guess I'm dead.
Well, don't worry. Don't worry. Jojo's in a wheelchair. He can't do anything.
Anyhow.
As Cole so elegantly said. Anyway, since you drew, you're going first.
Well, I mean, I only drew opening hand. I was going to leave it up to you on who starts.
Well, if we always get to see her opening hand, then
No, it's
anyway,
fine.
it's you. It's always you.
yep. I figured, but still.
Every time.
All right, so I'm not gonna lie, this might have been one of the worst opening hands ever. Trade in, ditch the Dark Creator, draw 2 cards.
I have the non-dark version of that card. It's interesting. I always thought it was going to be better than it was because of so many cards. It had an archetype at the time.
Trade in, discard Dark Horus.
Okay.
Fuck you in particular.
Trade in, throw in.
Normal summon Armageddon Knight. Use its effect. Got it. So and send to the graveyard. Jeez, there's not very many level 4 darks in there. Phantom of Chaos. Setting 1 card face down and ending turn.
All right. Draw.
During your draw phase,
Mm-hmm.
Call of the Haunted will be activated.
Okay.
And with that, Dark Horus is on the field.
Yeah, so he is.
That's a big burnt chicken.
Cyber Valley. Turn end.
All right.
God, that is such a jaded move.
Draws.
Only more jade would have been Avion.
Still in attack mode even after all this.
Oh yeah, no, I get you.
I don't think he could trigger with face down. What?
What?
I don't think Valley's effect would trigger if it's face down, right? Or no?
No,
it will not.
no. But no, it would. Target for attack. It doesn't. It says nothing about being face up or face down.
The way that monster effects work is they have to be face up.
Yeah, but you flip when you attack, so it would still trigger.
They don't flip until combat, like the actual battle, is occurring.
Mm-hmm.
That's during the targeting process, which is while it's still face down.
Okay.
Anyhow. Oh wow, this is a relic version of the card. I'll go and follow the nerfed version for it. But Future Fusion,
Okay.
which
Oh yeah, this is the. Oh no, this is the second standby phase. It says. Unless you're talking about card art.
This is the original version where it was reveal and send. Whereas the errata now says it's in fact, Cole, you have the errata, don't you, for Future Fusion?
The hell did you call me?
I think he called.
Jesse, you have the errata version of Future Fusion.
I don't have Future Fusion.
Oh, I thought you did.
Nope.
Google does.
But either way, reveal
Look up.
and can't do the send to the graveyard until the first standby phase. But as far as this goes, Armageddon Knight will be sent to the graveyard. Normal summoning Prime Material Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
With that, Prime Material Dragon will attack into your monster.
Okay. Banish this card. Card. Yeah, I just read this because it's been a while since I've used it. Yep, I'm just...
Banish it, then draw a
Yeah,
card
banish and
into
draw a card.
battle phase is over. Your
Yep.
move.
Alright. I draw. Oh, this is fun. Alright, I'll summon Cyber Dry in attack mode. And
Okay.
use polymerization.
As soon as you activate polymerization.
Yeah.
Do-do-do.
Yep,
Dark
you can
Force will
target a level
activate,
4
allowing
whatever.
a special summon.
Four.
Armageddon Knight is summoned to the field, and its effect will activate. And you can continue your summon.
Yep, so... Chimera attack over dragon with 3200 attack, because that's 4 times. And, well... Okay. And, oh, this is fun.
How many materials
Overload
did you
fusion.
use?
Well,
oh, 4?
Hey,
Okay.
can you get out of the...
I was just trying to take a look.
Get rid of 2 of them. So that's all I need. Chimera attack Rampage Dragon, destroy this, which destroys that. I mean, its effect still goes off because of, unless it's a 1 per turn thing. Once per turn, you're right.
Once per turn.
Okay. And then we already know where this is going, but search. Banish you. Or send to the graveyard, not banish. And it has to be a light monster, so you. So I have 3 attacks with Rampage. Chimera attack over Dragon will attack and destroy Prime Material Dragon. Its attack is 3200, so that's 800 points of damage. It will then attack Armageddon Knight. And then Chimera attack Rampage Dragon will attack 3 times for a total of 6300 life point damage. I believe that is game, set, and match, good sir.
That is.
I'm very upset. I had machine duplication in my hand, all that setup. I had the overload fusion. I was waiting to get Cyber Core, which would have been in way too many turns.
All right, Sachi, time for you.
Was that a 2-turn kill? I think that was a 2-turn kill.
That was 2-turn kill. Because turn 1, you just summoned Cyber Valley, nothing else.
Yeah. I was thinking if it was 2 or 3, that's all. Whoa! Hold on, they're coming back to Earth. Ah, fuck.
What's up?
I just combined all 3. Can you go back in time real quick?
Sure.
Need to go back again.
The thing hasn't even loaded in for me.
Need you to go back again. Let's see. Far looks okay. Okay, yeah. We're good. Thank you.
Neato.
And Jake, you gotta change your color back.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
All right. So if that, same as with them, you choose who starts.
Where did my D draw go? Because I was dragging it before we had to go back in time. There it is.
Yeah, sorry.
I'll go first.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna place one card face down immediately. Then I will normal summon Photon Lizard, activate his effect, but materially I can add one Photon. Well, for a lower Photon monster from my deck to my hand. I'll add Photon Thrasher. And since I control no monsters in the field, I will just special summon him. And my turn.
Draw. Terraforming will activate. Sanctuary in the Sky will be added and activated. Meltiel, Sage of the Sky, will be activated. Summoned. And Swords of Revealing Light will be activated. Your move.
Yeah, I draw. And you the Okay. I'll put one card face down. Then I will activate Galaxy Cyclone and destroy my own face down card. Now I normal summon my Galaxy Knight. And end my turn.
All right. Draw. One card will be set face down. One spell and or trap will be set face down, and it'll be your move.
Yeah. I will draw. I'll activate Galaxy Cyclone's ability. I bandaging it. I can destroy one face up card. Yeah, I'll destroy your swords. Well, then activate Photon Sanctuary, special 2 Photon tokens.
All right.
And then I will immediately use them to build the circuit and link summon my link to Hip Hoshi Ningen. Oh, he did a flip. Yep, they all gain another 10, but he's just there.
Okay. Not bad.
Okay, now I will normal summon Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon. Now Galaxy Knight will attack this thing.
All right. Meltiel will be destroyed.
Hip Hoshi Ningen will attack this.
You'll take 100 damage.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, you won't. My field spell protects you from the damage. Hippo Shiningan's a fairy.
suck it. My turn.
Draw one card. Set a card face down. Summon Absorbing Kid from the Sky in attack mode. And Absorbing Kid from the Sky will attack your Cloud Dragon.
Okay.
And I gain 300.
That it.
As far as that goes, and
Yeah,
that would be. Yep. Okay, so that would be it.
oh wait, I did math wrong. All right. I'll draw. I will then equip Photon Orbital to Photon Thrasher. Then I'll use Photon Orbital's ability. By de-equipping him, I can add one Galaxy or Photon Monster.
Okay.
I will bring out my now confirmed girl. Tribute these two. And they're supposed to summon her. Now, normal summon my Galaxy Knight. Okay, he's... Okay, so, in Poaching Ningen, you attack this guy.
As you declare your attack, Widespread Ruin activates.
What does that do?
It destroys the attack position monster you control that has the highest attack on the field.
Unless it had fight, unless it went back to the deck.
That is a fair thing that you said. Badum.
Okay. Blasted.
Badum.
And attack it for 1800. Okay, that's my turn.
Nova Summoner will be summoned to the field. Nova Summoner will attack into Hippo Shinin, destroying both.
Okay, I'll use its effect to bring a light monster from my add to my hand.
And Nova Summoner's effect will activate. I need to confirm if it's attack or defense. Okay, in that case. Hold on. 1500 less attack. Alright, in that case, Shining Angel will be summoned to the field in defense position. And with that, it'll be your move.
Okay. I will draw.
Man, why is this fairy deck gotta be a stall fest?
Now I'll attack your Shining Oval with my Galaxy Eyes. I'll use your effect in order to banish both monsters.
Okay.
And now I have my Galaxy Knight attack you directly.
And that will be game.
Yes. Where's her face down? Oh, that thing.
I was actually considering using it this turn, depending on if I survived.
What was it?
It was it was just the thing where it's beckoning light, where you end up discarding your hand, then adding that many light from your graveyard to the hand. It's a good card if used right. The problem is there wasn't a good opportunity to use it.
The next card. I like my dress, yay.
Look. Have you seen Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in a dress?
I have. She's beautiful.
She is the one true waifu. And I'm just gonna see like who Andy duels against. Andy actually wins for once.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you didn't really miss anything aside from Cole won his duel, you won your duel, Saji won his duel,
You're
and
peeking.
Andy. You didn't really miss anything aside from Saji. Sorry. Jesse, Oliver, and Andy all won their duels.
Right. Okay.
Ayumi won her duel, but nobody cares about Ayumi winning.
No one cares about Ayumi winning her duel.
Anyhow, so as far as that goes, you guys complete that. Final period's still out, so you guys get to have the class have the rest of the day as free time.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I sent you a DM or two back when I was muted because of reasons, but just making that aware to you, just instead of what the hell is? Oh yeah, my black. I'm looking at these black cards. I was like, what are these? Oh, those are the black cards, Jake. They're supposed to be black. And okay, so fourth period's free period, and it's like 1:15, 1:30-ish.
Okay, so I have a weird question for my free time.
Go ahead and ask.
Is there a gardening club?
There is, but clubs wouldn't be starting till later on in the day, since L's class period is the only one that's missing.
That is
At
a good
least-
question.
Can I at least go there to see, like, I don't know, there's like someone in there? Something.
Yeah, you'll end up seeing that. As far as the gardening club's concerned, the only person you're gonna see is gonna be Eco. You know, Summoner Lou.
Oh, well then.
I'm mad that that nickname ended up sticking with me.
Well, I want to do something. While I'm there, I want to see what everyone else is gonna do.
Jesse?
Is there anybody like who's around after class?
As far as after class goes, there's a lot of no faces, but as far as things go, the only people from the first years who are missing are just Caleb and Archie, so.
You will be missed, Archie.
Anybody you want to chat with?
I'm trying to remember who's all first years.
There's
There's
Greg, there is Tosh, there's
you.
Louie, there's Damien.
Damien's a first year?
Sorry,
I
Discuss this.
swear
No,
he
he's
was
not.
I keep getting thrown off because he was supposed to be Oliver and Greg's roommate.
Okay.
There's Rave.
There's Kyla.
Yep, Kyla.
Wait, Wait, is Louis a first year, the guy in the general outfit?
Yes.
I'm hanging out with him today.
Who the fuck are you?
Exactly. I'm gonna try to befriend him.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, guy. And the harem.
Sure, why not?
I've never hear him. Okay, so you're gonna hang out with Louis. After class, is it like any like? Is there anyone that's like, hey, Ayumi, over here, hang out or whatever, or is it all just like, yeah, do whatever?
Sorry about that. Annie's gonna end up trying to ask. Annie's gonna end up heading off on her own actually today. So
Okay.
as far as the first years go, three people that I would have talked to her aren't there. Aside from, I mean, of course Jennifer would end up being interested, but she already asked you out, so she's not gonna try and like be clingy like that. So she'll give you a smile and a wave as she leaves. Kyla not really doesn't really have a rapport with you, so she'd leave. I'm just trying to think, because there is one person I would have done something with.
You're super quiet, so if you're talking to yourself, that's fine. If not, then
I is.
okay.
You will get a message from Raph asking if you're available after his class period is done.
Yeah, Ayumi will respond yeah and just figure out where to meet.
He'd recommend the Raw dorm.
Okay. That's like what, like an hour away or so when his class is done, give or
Yeah, it'd
take.
be give or take an hour, hour and a half, something like that.
Well, in that case, instead of doing what she was originally going to do, because no one at all wanted to talk with her or be around her because she's too buff, I guess, is
Intimidation,
just,
yo.
yeah, not even trying, and it's happening. Just go and relax at the local close hot spring.
She has resting Ayumi face.
I mean, that is true. Doesn't have time for your games, Magic Man.
Alright, so Ayumi going to a hot spring.
Yep.
As far as the gardening club goes, you know what? You birdies, get the fuck out of here.
You're quiet.
I was just doing a little joke type deal. For the sake of simplicity, this isn't actually at the dorm. There's just a tool shed that happens to look very similar near the building. That's where the gardening club is.
Ah.
They're
Awesome.
indistinguishable.
So I walk in, I see him.
Yep.
Hello? Hey. Eco? Was it?
Yeah, can I help you?
Yeah. I was wondering, can I actually like buy flowers from here?
I mean, that's not really what we are, but what are you looking for? Maybe I can help you find something.
And Oliver's mind, this was the only thing. You have any like those roses?
Roses, huh? Well, unfortunately, we don't have any roses on hand. But if you're looking for something romantic and beautiful, he'll end up going over to a little section. Uh, and he'll end up pulling out some. Hold on, I'm trying to grab an image real quick of it.
So that's why you carried a knife around.
Actually, that has nothing to do with it.
Actually, I'm a craze.
I'm the hash slinging slasher.
I just take up gardening.
Okay, I can't find a good image for it, but he'll end up actually end up getting you a bouquet of orchids. Pink, purple, light violets, sort of a little bit of a mix of different colors. Oh, here's something that could work. There you go.
Oh, colorful.
Here we go.
How much do I owe you?
Well, as I said, we're not really a flower shop, so just have them.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. I expect you to be into gardening and all that.
Well, I'm really interested in anything that can end up helping the environment. As obviously cliche as that might sound, it's just something that I've always enjoyed.
Well, I'm glad. Well, I'm glad you have something you like.
What about you? What types of things do you enjoy? He'll sit down as he starts planting some, just some sprigs in the spot where he had ended up clipping that from.
Yeah, I got time. Just gonna sit down. Oh, got flowers. I didn't see these. I was too zoomed in. Uh, well, I know I like dueling a lot.
I'm pretty sure that goes true for everyone here. But
Yeah.
what types of things do you enjoy aside from that?
I guess I never really. Well, one thing that I really did enjoy was putting on performances for people. At least bringing joy for them.
And that brought joy to you as well?
It did.
Why the past tense? With that, he gets up to grab a watering can.
I mean, lately I just kind of just fell out of love with it.
That's a shame then. I'm sure you have your reasons, but I can kind of understand what it's like. Doing something, feeling stressed out about it, and then not having the same passion for it as you used to. To be honest, that actually happened with me a couple of years ago. He just starts watering some plants. Have you ever considered taking some time to yourself to just reevaluate why you love the things that you love?
I mean, I would need time for that.
Trust me when I say that taking a little time to sit back and meditate, it makes things feel like they just come together. It's sort of like a
Um,
flower in its own respect. Everything that you love could be considered the flower itself. But as you are trying to foster and nurture it, eventually there's going to be some thorns that poke up here and there. Now, it's very easy to say that you don't like the flower anymore because the thorns make it too difficult. But if you take the time to work around those thorns, you can oftentimes find a new appreciation. I'm sorry, I'm sort of just rambling.
I mean, the flower analogy was kind of weird, but you sound like you know what you're talking about.
Well, I don't know what is going on that makes you not enjoy your performances anymore. All I can say is this: just for yourself, take some time and just think on it. It might end up doing you some good. Who knows? Maybe you will find out that that wasn't what your passion really was. Maybe there was something else within that you enjoyed.
Um, sure, I'll consider that.
With that, he just ends up standing up after a little bit and stretching. Well, I would offer to shake your hand, but he then shows you how just coated in dirt they are. Probably wouldn't be the best idea.
Probably not now.
So, anyhow, if there's anything else that I can do for you, feel free to stop by. There's only ever a couple of people in here at a time, so it's nice being able to talk.
Sure, I'll think about it. Have a good day.
You as well. With that, he'll wave you as you go off. Alright,
And
Oliver picked up some flowers for his date. What are you gonna do, Oliver?
I was gonna head back to the dorm and wait for her.
Alright. In that case. Now, Jesse, you end up hanging out with James. I mean, you hang out with Louis. And as far as that
Louis
goes,
Louche.
look. He's not Lelouch. He's just Lelou.
Louis Louche.
Hold on.
So just okay. So what's your gimmick?
My eye can control people.
Ah, so that's why I'm hanging out with you.
I used to know a guy like that in high school.
What happened to him?
Yeah, his best friend killed him.
Oh. Oh,
In
was
front
he
of
the guy?
everybody.
It was at a parade, too. Anyhow. I am
Was
proud
he
of
the
that.
guy whose sister was still blind and shit?
How'd you know the guy?
Anyhow.
Anyway.
So, you end up hanging out with Louis after class. Sure. Is there anything that you wanted to do?
Whatever you do, man.
I mean, I really just walk around, don't really do much.
Hey, that's good with me, man.
And get buried in the sand.
Look, voice of this person who I met only like once or twice. That was a one-time thing. Anyhow, sure. Oh, by the way, Saji, you have a social
Hmm.
link 1 with Eco.
You don't say.
As far as you and Louis go, for the most part, the two of you just start walking around the island pretty much in silence unless you try to bring stuff up. Yeah. He
So,
just
like,
looks at you a little anxious every now and then.
Just look over, like the first time he does, just like give like a smile, be like, so,
Uh,
what deck? What kind of deck do you use?
I use I just use a basic warrior deck. Nothing fancy.
Uh, it's cool.
He'll nod. What about you?
I'm using elemental heroes,
Mm.
masked heroes, that kind of thing.
That's interesting. Um, I'm sorry, I don't really have friends, so can you explain what's going on? If you're going to mug me or something, just get it over with.
I've never related to a person more in my life. Okay. I want you to know, when I first came to this island, I had no friends either. This is normal. I'm not gonna mug you, I guess I should say that.
He
I,
just
I you
nods a
know,
little uncertainly.
I, look at me. Do you think I could? Do you think I could hurt a fly?
Do you think a fly hasn't hurt me?
oh, Flannery just
No, I
I,
can't say that. But
I checked stream, and you might want to speak up a little bit for him. I know he's a soft-spoken guy, but still,
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
yeah, just because it was a little questionable on that.
I think an important thing to know is that if you just are, you just gotta be you, man, and people will accept you for who you are.
Or they beat you up.
And if they don't, then you don't need those people to be your friends.
He'll just nod again a little bit more uncertainly. Roll me charisma.
Jesse,
Do I get
you're somewhat.
advantage?
You know what? Yes.
That's my charisma. Is it +4? Yes, it is. Okay.
This is one of those rare cases where
Oh, wait, no, I hit 6. I did the.
yeah, I
It just
saw
dropped.
I saw it
Okay.
freak out.
Oh, I thought I got 6 damage, so that's 13 and. Ooh, a 13. Okay.
He seems to hear you, but he doesn't seem to quite be like taking it all in.
Cause and I have no problems being your only friend, if that's the case.
He just looks to you a little uncertain, but he'll just nod.
Cause no one should be alone.
I wouldn't exactly say alone per se, but he just ends up shrugging. That's whatever. So, anyhow, anything you want to talk about?
Mm. You heard rumors about that Duel Reaper? I'm sure you have.
He just stops as you end up saying that. After a moment, he just continues. Nothing really. Why?
Just one of those almost like stupid rumors you hear. That's like so made up. It sounds so made up, but you gotta think it's true, you know?
He nods. Um, I mean, from what little bit I've heard, it's a matter of you have to be like out in the woods at night.
Out in the woods, you say?
But I mean, as you said, it's just a stupid rumor. It's not like that's actually a thing.
It might be. I've seen a lot of weird things since coming to this island, so I'm not gonna doubt anything.
He'll just he'll just shrug. Well, in that case, I mean, it's definitely a interesting rumor, I guess. It's nothing really all that unusual, but still.
I find it kind of weird. Back where I'm from, there was nothing like this. In fact, there's just a lot of dice.
Dice like skull dice, graceful dice,
Yeah, let's
or
go with that.
or are you talking about other games?
Now we'll go with this is the skull dice and the yeah.
He'll nod. I kind of get that.
Mm-hmm.
So being on an island like this must be pretty weird, huh?
No, it really is. Never really been away, from home like this or living somewhere that's not so like I guess empty. There's not many people where I'm from.
Mm.
Seeing all these people every day. Initially, it was really overwhelming.
I can I can understand that. For me, it's a bit the opposite. I'm actually from one of the larger cities, so um, I'm not from New York itself, but there's one of the offshoot cities, like just about an hour out. That while it's not anywhere near as bad as New York, it's still pretty busy around there. So being somewhere where it's not quite that much, in its own way, it's a bit of a shock in the exact opposite direction.
That's cool.
It, it's definitely something.
Oh,
Uh,
try being from Montana. There ain't nobody around there.
he'll just end up looking at you a little confused. But you're from there,
Uh-huh.
so I mean, I would hardly say that's nobody.
Well, I mean, compared to like New York, there's like nobody.
True, but when there's a bunch of people around you, it's a lot easier to feel lonely because that many people all worried about their own day to day, and everybody gets so wrapped up with themselves that they kind of forget about each other. But when you have a place like that, you don't have someone who goes out of their way to talk to somebody they don't know to and just trying to make friends with people. So to me, that's definitely not a nobody.
I guess I guess I just know what it's like to be alone. And I don't want other people to feel that way either.
He nods.
Not
Anyhow,
not that I like specifically target. He's like gonna like kind of like get defense. Like not that like I targeted you or anything specifically. I just saw you. I'm like, oh, I've never talked to you before. He's just gonna be really nervous now because he thinks he just offended him.
Louis just nods. And is there anything that you'd like to actually talk with in specific, or just chat for
Specific? No.
All right, so just some little random chit chat basically from that point onward. About how long do you think the two of you would hang out?
Oh, probably like an hour or two. Can't, unless he would be pushing for more.
No, he'd be very much about just whenever you decide that you're ready to go, he'll let you go.
Yeah, probably around like if we got out of class at like 1, probably like 3.
All right, so we'll just say 3 o'clock. You end up finishing hanging out with Louis. He lets you go. And with that, go ahead and mark yourself down as a social link 1.
Oh yeah.
All right. Also, Oliver, mark yourself down as a social link 1 with Eco if you haven't. I don't remember if I said so or not, so.
I think you
said it.
Okay, wasn't sure if I did. And then Ayumi, you're just gonna go over to a hot spring and hang out there for a bit?
Yep, if anyone's there, great. If not, all to herself.
Okay, in that case.
Oh, 1 second. Back momentarily. All right, I'm back.
I assume you're going to the girls only.
Uh-huh. That's all she ever do. Oh, that is hearing something moving. It's weird.
Well, as you get in, you just see Shuri and Lily just sitting in the water, just having a little bit of a girl talk. As you walk in, Sherry will turn to you. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done a Valley Girl voice. Even like a faint one, so. OMG, Ayumi! It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah, quite some time.
So, come on, what have you been up to?
Not much, just looking around. What's been going on since a long time ago when we saw?
Well, for the most part, I've just been getting some stuff together so that I can end up showing off during the tournament that'll be coming up in a little while.
Oh yeah, that is the thing that's going on, isn't it?
It's not for a bit though.
Well,
but I can't wait to show those chumps at North Academy who's boss. She just sort of jokingly cracks her knuckles.
Yeah, well, heard a lot of weird things about North Academy, like half the students just eat rock salt. Weird.
Fucking rock salt?
Yeah, rock salt. I don't get it. But yeah.
Well.
It would be... What?
Oh, you were saying something, Ayumi?
No, tournament will be interesting.
Yeah, I plan on kicking some major butt.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if your plan is to get your butt kicked in a tournament, I'm worried about your priorities in life.
It's a shame though, because you have to end up actually earning a spot in the tournament, and that's going to be seeing some of the competition I'm going to have to go against. That might be a little tough.
Hmm. Well, gotta separate the wheat from the chaff at some point, right?
She'll nod.
Yeah, and so do you have any idea why we were down a decent amount of people in class today?
Mm.
More that Dual Reaper or whatever's going around?
Um, I heard that there were a lot of students who had to be taken to the nurse's office today.
Really? What's
Oh,
rumor mill saying about that?
it's just some sort of flu going around. Nothing major.
Hmm. Well, in that case, probably best to stay away. I don't want to be catching that and then be bedridden all weekend or whatever.
I know, right? Getting sick is so bad for your look, too.
I mean, well, duh. And I'm just struggling. I'm just struggling to. That was such a dumb statement. I'm just struggling. Okay.
No, don't worry, don't worry. I'm
I
trying.
just
Look. I know that the conversation here may seem really basic and benign, but I am choosing the things I say carefully. Okay,
I know it's just
and not for the immediate, just in character reasons. Come on, people.
I
I've
know,
gotten
but it was
better
just
with writing these characters, even for a impromptu type deal.
just like I said. I'm sorry. It just that caught me off guard, and I'm like, what the what even is that sort of thing?
Look. Okay, let's be real though.
No, I know, I understand. It's just one of those things that's like, no shit.
Anyhow, so
Uh,
what what have you been up to? Still hanging out with those boys, huh? Any of either of them
yeah,
your boyfriend?
no. One of them is with Angel, her name is, and the other is interested in someone, but I'm not sure about the details there.
All right, I just want to interrupt for 1 second. Oliver has a girlfriend. Jesse just thinks of everything. It's complicated.
Basically, that's basically the answer you're getting given. It's I'm not sure. Talk to him.
It's it's not Oliver who's the one with Angel, right?
Yeah, it is.
With that, you just see her look crestfallen for a second. Give me a moment. She gets up and walks over to the locker room.
Okay. Just like watching her leave, it's like, did something, everything okay with that? Any idea what that's about?
Ayumi, roll me perception.
Oh God, yeah. If you move back from your mic, I will. You peaked like hell.
Sorry.
Rolling perception. That's a 12.
That's enough.
Okay, I was about to say, it's like,
You end up hearing very faintly someone yelling from pretty much about as far away as possible without actually stepping out of the locker
right.
room.
Okay.
Son of a
Okay.
bitch!
Okay, that's what perception was. I'm like, what, am I gonna see something?
Nope.
See a locker being thrown out the door.
After a while, she walks back in. Sorry about that. Just had to take a call.
Yeah. Okay. Just yeah. And
So
anyway,
anyhow,
that Dual Reaper thing. Any word about what's going on with that? Because that's just one of the things that you always hear about, and it's stupid. And honestly, I tend to keep my head down with these sort of things, but Lee and Red wanted me to, be the first year's mom and keep an eye out for that sort of thing. So
nothing that I really know about. Uh, apparently somebody ended up seeing it the other day, but beyond that,
any idea who?
just one of the Raws, I think.
Mm. Well, I gotta go and be. Oh, like I said, I gotta go and be freshman mom. So that's great. That's fun.
Why didn't you just say no then?
Because why would I turn down the power that comes with being able to investigate with impunity?
She just turns her head a bit.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Mm, uh, okay. Anyhow, um, so that was an interesting duel you had in class.
Yeah, against what's their name?
I honestly don't know. They don't stand out very much in class.
No, that honestly, it may as well have been a cardboard cutout.
Like, I know, right? I was
Usually
just
good at.
really upset that I almost lost.
I'm pretty sure you were actually doing a cardboard cutout, so if you did lose, that would have been even more embarrassing.
Shut up. No, it's not like you're one to talk bullshit over powered cards.
If you can't get around them, that's your problem.
Look, the fact that you can literally attack like 12 times in a single turn is freaking unfair.
It's very common. Have you played this game? Are you new, or are you looking at like the old cards or something? Because that's a fairly common effect.
Oh, shut up. She'll just end up like sinking down into the water. Almost reminds you of when Andy was getting a little bit embarrassed during the first time you guys went here.
Mm. Yeah, be careful and when you're sitting there, apparently these rocks are pretty slippery.
She just ends up nodding. And I'm borrowing this for a second just for a comedy
Go
roll.
for it.
She looks like she's starting to slip, and she just ends up sitting back up. Shut up, shut up! Just because you warned me.
Look, it's fine. It's fine if you just got a slippery ass. It's fine.
So, as far as this goes, anything that you want to chat about in specific, or is this general chit chat?
No, I think at this point it just devolves into general chit chat and explaining. Look, cards, they have effects, right? And some of these effects allow you to attack multiple times, but they have caveats.
And it's still bullshit.
If you just, it's not bullshit. It's part of the game.
All right, so
I'm just gonna mark her at a 1 since it's currently a 0.
yeah, that's fair. In fact, same for Lily. The conversation with them,
I'm surprised. Okay.
because you'd be talking
Wait,
with
Sherry's
both of
already
them.
at a 1.
Yeah,
Then
the two of them at
and then
one would be fair.
and
So,
then what about Jen? While I'm in there.
Jen, what is your level with her right now?
It was 3.
You know what? With confirmation that yes, date, make that a 4.
Okay.
Oliver. After a while, you end
Yeah.
up seeing Angel on her way back to the dorm, like walking up the road.
Well, first I'm not gonna have the flowers on. I'm gonna have them in my room.
Okay.
And as I see her there, I'm gonna wave her on over.
Oliver, I didn't
Hey.
expect you to be waiting outside for me.
One of my classes didn't happen today, so I had some extra time.
Well, just let me go run my stuff to my room, and let me go get changed.
Mm-hmm.
Get changed together. It's not Christian.
Is that?
As she goes into her room, I shall get. Go.
Okay. She comes out, and as she
Behind my
does,
back.
she's wearing a very nice sundress. She has a lot of them. So,
Probably, yeah. I have a question though.
for me or her?
Her.
Sure.
Are you allergic to like any like I don't know flowers or anything like like any allergies or that?
No, not really.
Okay, here you go.
As you pull the flowers out from behind you, you just see her have like a shocked look. You really?
Yeah.
You didn't have to.
Yeah, it's fine.
She will immediately take them and end up holding on to them. She'll give you a kiss on the cheek. Thank you so much, Oliver. Oh wow, I'm using more of a melody voice than an angel voice.
Wait a minute. Takes off mask.
Takes off mask. They're practically the same person anyways.
Never mind, takes off contacts and wig.
Takes out contacts, washes hair dye out of her hair. Nani? But anyhow, but yeah, so let me go put these in my room so that they don't get injured during the date. With that, she runs them up, and you see that little corner window right there.
Yeah.
You see them just barely like poking up into view. So with that, voila. You know what? Hold on. So, as far as all that goes,
So, what are we cooking today, Master Chef?
well, we normally do something simple like peanut butter and jelly, but how about we actually end up making something a little bit more, something that's got a little bit more to it. How about like some actual ham sandwiches?
I've been cooking breakfast every day for this moment. Let's go.
All right. As the two of you end up cooking, it'll end up being the two of you will end up just it'll be a just use knowledge, wisdom, dexterity. No advantage. You guys will be working together, like actively together. Her taking over for you when there's an issue, you taking over for her when there's something she's missing.
Well, it's already an issue.
She's covering all the knowledge related stuff.
12.
Okay. So it looks like she's doing most of it. But as far as this goes, dexterity.
It's a 12.
So she gets everything set up and prepared. However, every now and then she's just getting distracted as she just seems to be like looking out the window every now and then, and you end up catching stuff as it's about to like making actually hot ham and cheese sandwiches that are actually cooked and all of that. You're actually catching it before it burns and so forth, and it actually comes out pretty good.
Is she seeing anything out the window, or
She's just looking out every now and then, almost like she's just sort of like distracted.
see anything?
Oh, you're actually asking?
Yeah.
Um, no, it's nothing. I just a little homesick is all.
I guess where are you from?
I'm actually from a area out. You're probably gonna laugh.
I mean, probably most likely not. I'm not from anywhere special.
I'm actually from North Carolina.
North Carolina?
She nods.
I'm from. Well, I'm just from Nebraska. Not much going on there.
Well, it's just as far as places go, it's not exactly one of the more boring places, but it's one of the places where not enough seems to happen.
Yeah, I can get.
At least not enough good stuff seems to happen. It's one of those places where we make the news for a lot of bad stuff, but people rarely hear about when the good things occur. Anyhow, but that's needlessly depressing. Anyhow, so
Sorry to
no, it's
touch on that
fine.
more.
It's fine, Ollie. I don't mind telling you. It's just anyhow. So as far as our picnic, where would you like to go have it?
I said I'm interested in the beach.
Sorry, you're right. I just
You okay?
yeah, I'm just as I said, just a little homesick, and that's been throwing me off lately.
Has it been like this for a while?
Mm, just the past day or so.
Mm.
But anyhow, here.
Can I roll instincts see like is she like really homesick or she's just like hide using that like to hide behind something else?
Oh, go ahead and roll.
That's a 26. Really? Yeah.
As far as all that is concerned, she definitely seems to be telling the truth about being homesick, but there seems to be more to it than that.
You can you can tell me to stop at any time. It's just because I want to really know what's making you feel this way, and maybe I find some way to help you out. But if you don't want to tell me, it's okay. But is there
Mm,
anything like specific at home you miss, like family or
mm.
someone?
She just shakes her head. It's not that. It's It's just that nagging feeling that there's something that is missing. I don't know. I can't really explain it well, but you said beach, yeah? Give me
Yeah.
1 second to do something, and then I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
With that, she goes to her room. And then you see her run back out. Doesn't seem as though much has changed, but she did grab a bag that seems to have some stuff just like sticking out of it. One of which looks like a bottle of sunscreen. Sunscreen, towel, just basic stuff.
Got it. All right. Ready to go.
She'll nod.
Let's go.
All right, Oliver and Angel heading off to do their date. Jesse, what are you going to be doing? Jesse?
Oh, sorry, I was sneezing.
You're sneezing. Totally that and not sleeping.
No, I am not in my bed. Thank you very much.
I don't
He's on
believe
his
you.
couch.
Anyhow, well, it's like 3 o'clock. Where am I at right now?
Wherever your
That
log
could
is.
really be up to you on at what point you decided to leave Louis. Because he would have just been walking around the...
Whoa.
Wrong thing.
Whoa.
I'm in the
Undo.
ocean.
You unlocked
Undo.
the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Just 1, 2, 3.
We have to go back.
And this is to go even further beyond the barrier of space-time. That didn't fix it.
We gotta go back, Louis. Back where?
It's a quick adventure, in and out, 30 seconds. 30 seconds? It's not even an adventure. So... Okay, I can't even remember if I actually dragged anything out since that. Let me
I don't
double
think so.
check.
I'm just gonna assume I'm
But you can be pretty much anywhere at this point whenever you decided that you left.
Okay.
for simplicity's sake, I'll just say in front of the school.
Neato.
I agree. Neat.
Neato burrito.
Do I see anybody else around?
You'll end up seeing a couple of people here and there, such as... You will spot... You'll definitely see Lee walking around in a drunken stupor. You'll see Kyla sort of walking around just sort of aimlessly and not really paying much attention to stuff. You'll see Jennifer, but as for guys and people who you might actually talk to...
Are you saying I would not talk to females?
I'm
Well,
saying
I
that you
mean-
wouldn't talk to females, you would try to collect them like Pokemon.
He doesn't see the guys.
I'm also collecting guys. I'm
Yeah.
not sexist.
Much.
If
But
it
he
walks,
is specious. But he
if it-
is specious. He has preference for cats.
Yes, like Kathy Eve level 2.
who the fuck is Mikhail?
Oh, you don't remember?
No, not at all.
Who? Oh, this guy. That's
The
Vampire
blonde
Boy.
dude.
Here, for simplicity, let's move that TF out of the way. I'm just going to use the school, like the classroom.
This was like Kira.
He's not even Akira, okay?
Nah.
He barely even has a resemblance. I'm
Nah,
not saying there's not a resemblance, but there's barely a resemblance.
100% resemblance.
It's from a Korean thing, okay?
So much in common.
Japan and Korea are not the same.
They're not.
So much the same.
I mean, the closest you can get is by saying that Japan owned Korea for a time, but even then, we don't like talking about that period because that was kind of back when the 40s and kind of shit was going on.
Yeah.
This
then,
is not a conversation for stream.
Look. And then Germany asked Japan to help out with Russia, but they're like, nah, screw that. We're gonna end up going after Pearl Harbor instead.
You did what? Hey.
Anyway, I'm just gonna bite my tongue because I'm the history guy here. Anyway, what's
It's a
going on
meme.
with Jesse? I know, but still, what's going on with him?
I don't know, Jesse. What's going on with you? What are you gonna do? Gonna talk to any
We
of these
started
people?
talking about Nazis again, but anyhow. Oh, actually, wait. The machine we got earlier. Where did we put it?
Probably in our room.
Yep, you would have had Ayumi put it in your room, or in
Okay.
her room.
It'd be in our room because Jesse has Julie.
I have said cat.
You have.
You know what? I'm gonna make an offer to Julie before deciding to hang out with anyone. I assume she's like either in my bag or next to me. I don't remember.
Well,
She fell
she's
through.
full spectral form now, so she's
Right.
next to you.
I'll just like look over to her and be like, if you want to be like, not be a cat, I'm cool with that too. To just hang out in the room.
She'll nod.
Okay, I'll do that then.
All right. In that case, let's move all those pointless people who don't matter now off to the side.
Stupid fucking people.
That's what you get for being unimportant.
Yeah, what's up with your hair, your hair, your hair, your boobs, your hair, your boobs, your hair? Oh, it's a lesbian. I got a master ball with your name all over it.
He doesn't have one of those yet.
I don't. I don't have a lesbian.
Well, here, quickly try and catch Ayumi before she runs away.
Ah!
I'm just going to ignore that.
Look. I just feel like I might have ended up through the meta angering her, okay? I honestly feel now endangered for my life.
Hey, that makes two of us.
Anyhow, so as you get there and you're turning the key, you end up turning it for quite a bit. It honestly takes a few minutes before she's able to go back into dual spirit form, take on human form, and then human and physical form. And as soon as she's ready, she just ends up just like sitting down on the bed, just like sort of kneeling. So, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Drink milk.
That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
It's a
What the hell was that? Drink milk. Like, what the fuck? I'm genuinely shocked.
It's a cat.
Oh,
Ayumi, that's
now.
Metaphysical person who's representing Ayumi. That's a really racially insensitive thing to say.
What, do you also want to have some catnip?
Yes, please. I mean, no.
Fuck you and your stereotypes.
So where do we stand on that catnip?
You don't stand on it.
Shut up. You know what the joke was. Anyhow. So she just her head's just sort of like weaving back and forth as she's looking at you.
I figured since you can, you'd probably want to be, not be a cat all the time.
She nods.
And honestly, I'm fine with just chilling. 'Cause tomorrow's gonna be a long day.
Well, in that case, do you want me to maybe help out?
Hmm? What do you mean?
She ends up pulling out her cards.
Would 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 you even be able to like maintain before turning back into a cat?
She shrugs. I mean, if we have that running long enough, I'm sure there's a chance.
I mean, up to you.
Mm.
You're more than welcome to come, even if you are like, just a cat.
Well, in that case, I mean, I'm definitely going one way or the other. But as far as trying to help, I can do my best.
I guess we can just try cranking it a lot, seeing how that goes.
Who
I
knows?
guess
Maybe we
worst
can
case,
convince Ayumi to carry it with us.
I wouldn't bank on that.
By the way, are you standing? Are you sitting next to her, or what?
I'd probably be like sitting on one of the desk chairs.
Okay. In that case, just for sake of perspective, and yours is technically that middle one, correct?
Yeah.
She would just be sitting up there then.
So it's kind of a weird question, but what's it like being a cat?
It's actually pretty nice being able to sleep for as long as I want. Nobody really being able to say anything about that.
You
Uh,
run around naked all day.
it's just more annoying not being able to actually say anything.
Yeah, I get that. Well, I don't, but I understand.
I mean, I swear, it's like herding cats with you guys when I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, and it's like listening to a cat when you're trying to talk.
Meow.
Oh no, the machine's malfunctioning.
She'll just stick her tongue out at you. For a moment, you'll actually see like the cat ears actually pop up. Not like she's gone full on into this form, but just sort of like as a half and half in between.
Well, that's weird. Like a cat girl.
Hey, what can I say? I'm perfect.
He's just gonna face palm.
Anyhow, so is there anything that you want to chat about with her in particular, or
Yeah.
okay?
So before we came, and then you eventually left with me and the others. How long were you at the abandoned dorm for? Just alone?
She shrugs.
Hmm.
Every now and then, the machines would start up and the loops would begin, and I'd be walking around, but very often the machines would shut down as soon as they started, and I'd run out of energy and just go back with the rest of them. It's like being asleep, but you're not getting any rest during it. So
Sounds awful.
so from the perspective of everyone else, it's been around a decade, but for me, I've only probably been awake for a few months of that time.
And now I knew you weren't just a cat before, but now it's really weird knowing that um you you sleep on my bed.
She'll immediately shift over into this form. Would this make you feel better?
Uh, when sleeping, yes.
Well, I mean, as you know, I can't really keep this form for too terribly long, so
It's true. Well, actually, I don't know that.
she'll sort of just like shift into cat form as she jumps down. And then boom. But
Like a shapeshifter.
besides, you can't tell me that you'd honestly complain. She just reaches out and just playfully like paws at your arm.
Um, I guess not.
She turns back and just sits down at the desk, like on the desk next to you. So, what's the plan?
Plan?
Well, as far as everything tomorrow goes, surely
Oh.
there's some idea of what to do.
He's just gonna. Oh, this is me laughing thinking about. But he's gonna crack a smile. Be like, well, tomorrow is we have everyone meet up at the well, go down and kick some cultist ass. Then, because we don't really know what to expect, just kind of see what happens.
Well, in that case, just make me one promise. Don't die while you're down there.
I can promise that.
Good. With that, she just ends up reaching out and just starts like patting you on the head like your cat.
He's just gonna purr.
Okay, that might be going a little too weird, Jesse.
You're never mind.
Jesse's
It was
a furry.
supposed to be funny, and oh god, I'm not funny.
Now you're a furry.
now I'm just a well.
I mean, it's not like we didn't already know.
Yeah.
My persona is Crash Bandicoot.
Whoa!
Because you're
What?
That's the. Anyways.
Anyhow, back to whatever is going on.
Ayumi.
Yeah.
On to you and your
Raph.
your hangout with Raph.
Guy mentions
Where did I
furries, it
go?
all goes downhill.
Where did you throw me?
They are people too.
What did you do? Oh, I'm still at the there. And you took my dice.
Well, as you get to the raw dorm, you just see Raph hanging out, just sitting down in front of the entryway. So, as far as why I called you here, mind if we talk for a little bit?
Of course. Given that we have plenty to talk about and haven't done much in the past.
So sorry for being forward on this, but Jesse ended up telling me about the plans to take on the well during tomorrow.
Yep, I'm aware.
But I have to wonder if you guys are going in with any kind of idea of what you're going to do, or if you're just charging in blindly.
We have a general idea. It's just a matter of how much we need to refine it versus how much that we're going to be able to do solely based off what we know already.
He nods. Well, I've got no problem with hearing you guys out. As if I remember right, I had already told Jesse that I've got something planned tomorrow. So any help I can really give would be here and now.
What do you have planned tomorrow, pray tell?
There was a thing that was set up by one of the clubs that I'm in, getting everything ready for a movie night on Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately,
Go ahead.
unfortunately, since it's a club duty, I can't really get out of it. At least not unless I'm lying on my deathbed.
Oh, so you're part of that people getting the movie night thing together. Oh.
It was either that or let the drama club end up throwing on one of their... You know, I can't really call it a play if it makes us want to make like the cast of Hamlet.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I can only assume that's a bad thing.
He nods.
Okay, so it's a bad thing. So they're bad. Got it. What even do you need to do for that? Because aside from setting up maybe a couple different rooms for each movie with a screen, setting up a projection, I don't honestly see how it would take more than, even if it's just one person, more than an hour to do that at most.
You haven't really been to one of our movie things, have you? So, what we do...
Stares at him. I'm a first year, and this is the first one that's happened.
Oh no, there was another one during last month. In fact, I think I saw Oliver at it.
Wait. This is Jake speaking, by the way. The movie he saw was at the in California.
When the fuck did that happen?
If I remember right, it was during one of the time skip things that we were doing where he was doing a bunch of stuff.
I thought they just, got a movie.
Oh, we just rented a movie.
I thought okay.
I thought they rented a movie. You're misremembering.
I might be misremembering. And
You're misremembering, so.
And hey, Raph even ended up saying he thinks he saw. Let's be real. There's lots of blonde students on this island.
Fair. Anyway,
and it's not like he knows Oliver that well.
I mean, I don't know Oliver that well. Anyway. Well, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I know absolutely next to nothing about it other than you bring your own popcorn?
Well, we end up making a lot of the food and concessions that we sell there from scratch. For example, we have this one pretzel that's the size of a steering wheel. And that takes a bit of time to make the dough, make sure that it ends up rising properly. It's a lot more work than you'd expect.
Why don't you go get assistance from the culinary club? Because I guarantee you they would be more than happy to do that, especially if you give them a cut of the profits. And his jaw drops, thinking, holy fucking shit, why didn't we think of that? Either that or Flannery died. I can't tell which. Or maybe I died.
You didn't.
Well, Flannery's dead. Rip in piss.
Ew.
I dislike Flannery's, I now dislike Flannery's Twitch chat because I can't use emotes. Gross.
What? Not even the basic stream stuff?
No, you can't. No. Now the button just wasn't showing up for me for some reason.
I was about to say.
Oh, he's alive. I'm still giving you a rippin' pepperonis. What happened? Because you sound like ass. Yeah, hold on, I'm listening. I'm listening back to stream. Let's see what else. Hold on, I can hear like beeps, but I'm not sure if that's stream or not. Anyway. Yeah, you're not being picked up on stream at all, and I mean, it's a couple minutes behind. I can hear you, but it still sounds like ass. I don't think your mic's being picked up.
Ass.
Yeah, so, well.
Okay, so now it's picking up through my incorrect one.
Just keep playing. Technical difficulties, everyone. This is the theme of the night. Let's see, what other...
Back at class, they never taught Dominic 2207 this. Thanks for the follow. Sorry for
Dominic,
the sudden technical difficulties, though.
Yeah, Dominic, thanks for the follow, just in case you couldn't hear Flannery say that, because he's being kind of fucked.
Oh, was that just now? Or
yep.
was that like a while ago?
Just a moment, like just now.
Okay.
When I brought it up.
Okay, he's...
And if you haven't already, feel free to join the Discord. The link should be somewhere
in the description on YouTube side, and I'm going to be pasting it on Twitch side.
Jesse, how'd you meet another you?
Yeah, honestly, that was like, this is perfect.
Okay, give me 1 second, everybody.